Shut
best.
up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me.
Clip it.
It is Wednesday, my dudes. Powerful.
Jimmy here with the Wednesday call again. I love that frickin' thing. I love that bit. I love that bit. The only bit I'm enjoying more than that, the only thing I'm having more just personal joy for, like, is playing this clip for no reason other than for me enjoying just hearing.
You're a cunt.
Like, it's just, it's fun. I can't stop myself. I have a problem. Let's go to there.
That's okay. The first step is admitting you have a problem.
Well, fortunately, that problem won't be content or a beautiful co-host, because I got both of those.
Thank you.
I got both of those in spades. All right, let's go to that. What I don't have is all of the normal show prep stuff. Like, I have the show prepped. I have content. I don't have that. But what I don't have, you heard a YouTube echo because I'm opening up the YouTube channel.
Briefly.
You shouldn't have heard a YouTube echo. You should not have.
I did.
That is not okay. Pab Fargo, we are on. Yeah, and here we are.
Pab and Lab.
This is Lost and Brian. Yeah, good to see you guys.
Brian and Bowles. My goodness. You guys remember that show when we were little kids and she'd look in the mirror and she'd call you out by name? Is that maybe that's just a Canadian show?
Sounds like nightmare fuel, if I'm honest.
Well, no, it was nice. She had all the different kids sitting around in front of her, but then she would talk to the camera and she'd say hi to, and she'd say a bunch of names, and yeah.
Okay.
Never said my name because my name's unique.
Yeah, that's where I'd be weirded out. I have a very not unique name, like especially at its base, and so I'd be very worried. I would just thinking about it just kind of give me the creeps. I can't picture that in a
I didn't get that feeling at all.
I can't picture that in a non-creepy way.
It was like the 70s.
Like someone staring off into a mirror and you see their mirror reflection and they're looking into the camera through the mirror. So from the camera's angle, they're looking...
No. They're looking at the camera and they're holding what is supposed to be a hand mirror, but it's just the frame. There's no mirror. So she's actually looking at you through the frame.
This doesn't help.
Not like you're looking at her, looking at you through.
She tell you that she
Not
knew what
looking
you
at you through the
what you
camera.
did
or
last
through the
summer,
mirror.
and Bobby, I saw what you were doing last night, Bobby. That's not okay. Like, did she call people out for shit?
No. This was the 80s. It was good. It was innocent. It was nice.
I've gone back and
You
learned.
sullying a
I've gone
wonderful
back-
childhood
I've-
memory.
Oh, we want to talk about people sullying innocent things now, do we? Now, do we?
I don't-
Would you like to talk to the audience today about what we discussed last night after I got done with hanging out with my friends?
I can't remember. I honestly can't remember.
Oh, let me remind you. I told you I had finished raiding in World of Warcraft.
Oh, right.
And you were
Yes,
insistent
yes.
that raiding would have to include raping. Like, you're
I'm
like,
just-
no, because you're raiding,
just
it has
saying-
to have R wording and pillaging. That's a requirement. And I'm like, no, it isn't. When you raid the fridge, you don't get. You know what I mean? Like, we had that whole conversation, and you want to talk about me sullying an innocence in your world. Like, I'm like, I feel like the word raiding was able to be applied to multiple things without implying either of those two actions,
Yes,
and your
but-
insistence on them being there was a problem.
But
They
no,
say
the
weed
rating
doesn't
that you
affect
are
the memory.
doing- The
Thank you,
rating
Jen.
that you are doing is that a bunch of people, adults, get together, gear up, and go and battle enemies
Yeah.
and kill bosses.
Right. That doesn't
My
have to
ancestors
include.
used to do that, and that
No,
always
they didn't.
included
No, they didn't.
raping
The
and pillaging
bosses. Hold the
afterwards.
fucking phone. I know your Viking ancestors that you're talking about. The bosses they went at were unarmed peasants. Okay, there's a slight difference between.
No.
All right, there's a multi-headed
Kingston.
dragon that hits you in one blow and kills you, and oh hey, that guy's got a shield too. Like that's a little bit different. Okay. Look,
Well-
one to your ancestors' benefit, the fatalities on their side couldn't be undone with a spell or a respawn button. Two,
Right.
the bosses we fight are vastly harder by difference, but it scales. Like I said, we have a few advantages. Like if we fuck up and die, we can try again.
I'm just saying, the only time I've ever heard of anyone getting together in large groups
And I'm
to
saying,
go
as
and
an
kill
adult,
other people,
as
other
an
groups of
adult,
people, you
in
tend to
modern,
have
yeah, okay, great,
pillaging that
great.
follows
At one
the
point in time,
fighting.
people thought flying through the air was witchcraft. My point is, as a modern day adult, I would feel like you would be pro not R wording, especially in a video game. Like, dear Lord.
Well, and then I thought that's funny because it's it's a video game. If they used to do it in real life, and I mean allegedly, they still do it to this day. I just,
Saint Caesar says it's very
I
rare
thought-
there's R wording in video games, right? Especially one like I don't know what World of Warcraft rates. I don't think it's quite E for everyone, but it's definitely like preteen and up. So it's like, yeah, you can hang out in adult communities with adults who are all adults who play the game. That's fine. Yeah, you can be young people playing the game, but the idea that kind of content would ever be there, it's just why? And then I can't seem to drill that point into you because every week it's always like, well, I feel like there should be R word.
have fun with
No, there
raping and
shouldn't.
pillaging.
No, there shouldn't. There should be a boss fight. There should be a loot drop. On a good day, I get a new like activated ambience pet or whatever. Like that's it. That's all there is. That's all there is. It's a fun form of escapism that ties me
Oh.
to a younger point in my life. That's it. That's all it is.
Oh my goodness!
It's the way I ride a motorcycle because I can't do it now. That's all it is.
Oh my
I'm
goodness!
a little weirded out that you want that to be part of it.
Well, I don't want there to
Then
be.
why
part
do
of
you
it,
keep
but what do you-
asking for
what do you
it?
tell?
Nobody else wanted this.
What do you say to a person when they're going off to raid?
You
Have
say,
fun raping and
okay,
pillaging.
good- no, you don't say that. You say, okay, good luck, have fun. That's it. That's all you need to say.
And when you get done with the raid and
Look,
I'm
if you
talking
wanna
after
be-
the fact, like, so did you have fun with the raiding and the pillaging?
No,
Raiding
again,
and
the
pillaging?
raiding and the pillaging. You always have to add the pillaging. That's not a thing. It's called a raid because, again, you go in as
don't
a
pillage
big
either?
group of people. No, you don't pill. What the fuck?
Wait a minute. You get loot and stuff.
Yeah, those drop off of the boss. You don't pillage people. I don't bust into people's homes and just start grabbing whatever ain't nailed down. Like, that's not how it works, man.
That's kind of how it works.
It's not how it works.
Kill the boss.
The
you
weird
take
part
his
is
stuff.
the weird part is I've been explaining to you how it works for like over a year now, and it's just and in the last few months you've been really hard up on me for this whole like, well, isn't there's no pillage? Like, and again, the weird part is we can't get past this point. I would think, okay, even if it's abnormal, you've
Because
at
I
least
keep
come to
getting this
terms.
response.
You'd at least come to terms with the fact that
my
there
goodness.
is no R wording in any game. If you want to keep it as like a fun inside joke, like when I'm like, hey, I'll see you later. I'm going to go hang out with the guys and gals and go do the WoW rating thing. You could be like,
No,
ba da
rape
da
and
da
pillage.
da, go fuck your mom. Like you could do that.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun little us inside joke.
Okay.
You could do.
no
you
more
could
with
do
the
what,
raping and pillaging.
it does. It's weird. You know.
I'm sorry.
I-
It's just.
I like you
It's-
very
it's-
much, and sometimes I worry, did I miss some giant red flags? And most of the time, let's be clear, most of the time I go, nah, that's just you being paranoid and high. But every once in a while, particularly last night, I'm like, I think that's a red flag waving in the air. Like,
Oh goodness.
uh,
I'm sorry. I'm just
And the
just
worst
going
part
off
is-
of what my ancestors did.
Yeah, the
and
worst
they're
part is
very
I can't-
famous for their rating.
I
And
can't talk to my guild about it, because if I tell them that's what you're saying, then they're all going to be like, yeah, dude, that's what we're doing. No. They'll lean into your joke because they're all a bunch of adults that'll think it's funny. And they'll be like, yep, that's what we're doing.
when we first started hanging out, I would say have fun raiding the castle, right? Because that's a quote from one of my all-time favorite movies. But you said no, there's no castle. We don't raid a castle. There's no castles to raid.
No, there's
just
castles to
bosses.
raid. Not all of them are castles. Not all of them are castles.
Oh, okay. My bad.
You were like, have
Well,
fun raiding
I'll
the
go back
castle.
to have fun raiding the castle.
The last time it wasn't.
I didn't realize the raping and pillaging.
Matthew
joke was-
Quall, I feel sorry
much.
for whatever football team has to play the Las Vegas Raiders.
right?
Officer Krupke, giant red flag, and he links the Canadian flag.
Nice. That's awesome. Giant red flag. I love it. Thank you, Officer Krupke.
I might have to make a picture now with like Chat GPT and make a shirt for it's just a picture of the anime like the anime you wearing a toque with the Canadian flag, and it says I'm a giant red flag. Some of those
See,
bosses
Rusty's with me.
I would
Go
leave at
ahead.
1 HP and ask for head, because you know the implication.
See? And Rusty over in the Rumble chat saying, if I don't know, if you're going to condone the killing aspect for historical purposes, shouldn't the rape be allowed too?
No.
Lobglass says he's sold on my game. That's just historically that's what you do.
I should have known I'd be in the. I should have realized
Raid?
even in my own fucking audience and community, I'd be in the fucking minority on this one. This is a sad day for humanity. This is not good. The closest thing of R wording is teabagging. I will agree that not on the R wording aspect, but on the aspect of like we act like, video games that have mature content is such a horrible bad thing or whatever, but it's completely understood and allowed to have video games that have horrifically violent content, and not only is that allowed, but that's widely more accepted among it. Like kids that are playing Call of Duty is widely more accepted, I think, than it should be. But but then again, if you want to wind that back, how far do we go? I mean, back when all they had were little cork bottle fucking pop guns, they were doing cowboys and Indians and stuff. So I don't know. Brian, Jaina could get it. The one thing, Brian, the one thing I was unhappy with rating it, how many people were thirsting after Xalatath? Apparently, a lot of the general community is very thirsty for Xalatath. And let's just say the last boss encounter we were in last night, everything going on, just they had a lot of suggestions. Manhunt got banned back in the day. I don't remember Manhunt. I remember a couple of different games where you did like 4v1. It was an interesting premise. PvP where one of you's really overpowered and can be really, really overpowered. But if the four of you work like a team really well, you can easily beat the overpowered one. Like the 1v4 thing has always been an interesting PvP aspect to me. But Jesus Christ, Brian, that's not.
Even the gay stuff, Wild. And like Rusty's saying, it's just a game. It's not real life. It's
which is why we don't have to have the most horrific parts of it in there. Like,
well, and that's why I'm trying to be funny. On that though, bringing it back to ruining innocent things. If you check in the side chat, Wild remembered the name of that show, that lovely children's show that I remember so fondly, called Romper Room. Yes. So if you wanted to play that, you could see what I mean by her looking at you through the mirror and making you feel like you're part of the show. This is way back in the 80s.
You can tell because it's incredibly out of focus. Dear Lord.
I loved this show. This was one of my staple shows.
I did.
I had a Superman day.
You had a Superman day. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Spider-Man day.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, you know what? Wait. You know what time it is? It's time for me to see the friends at home in the magic mirror.
It's time for me to take a couple shots out of Mama's old solidifier. Do. No, sorry.
Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play? All my friends had fun today. I see David's having a special day today. And
no. Again, it's creepy. I'm weirded out by...
No, it's not.
She's looking into the mirror, and you're seeing it from her reflection view.
It's the magic mirror.
And when you don't know this, I'm watching you when you sleep, David. David, stop scratching your ass. Stop. You wonder why you wake up with shit-smelled hands. Huzzah, your internet is on.
Say that, Wild.
When do we get
Thank you.
Return them to their homeland day? I don't know. I don't know what that is. What in the unholy is that? This is Romper Room.
This is Romper Room. This is one of those shows that I watched as a little kid. That's like a really good core memory. But look at the age of the kids.
Yeah, dude,
so
it's fine.
Being
I'm
that
saying...
age, this is not creepy at all. This is cool. She's got like magic powers, and she can see us.
Again, ooh.
She never said my name.
I'd take that as a blessing. She's got magic powers and a magic mirror with which she can see us. Yeah, how often does she use it? What happens when the cameras aren't rolling?
Well, you don't think about that because you're a kid. You're that
Somebody's
age.
funding this entire show-off extortion through their magic mirror, and it's not okay.
We're not critically thinking that far
Mr.
ahead
Q even
at
says,
this
it's
age.
going to give me nightmares. See? Arch Magnus, the days of you can't do that on television. Yeah, Mr. Q said it's going to give him nightmares.
Yes, you can't do that on television. That was another amazing part of that and Circle Square Ranch, and Owl TV. But yeah, you can't do that on television. I wanted to be on that show so bad. They looked like they had so much fun.
The weird part is I realized right away it was a lie because the title was "You Can't Do That on Television," but the whole thing is televised.
Right.
So it's like I'm sorry, you apparently can totally do. Not only can you do that on television, you can do that on television every day, 5 days a week at the same time slot for an entire 1, 2, 3 seasons. What do they have, like 2? I think 2.
I don't know.
Digger
I
want
think they
to
had longer than that.
no. Dear Lord, Saint Caesar.
What?
That's gross. Saint Caesar.
No.
Yeah.
No. That's not what I was saying at all. It's gonna give Mr. Q nightmares.
Brian, she
And it's
watches me
creepy.
jerk it just like Santa
I remember
or my uncle.
Mouser Size. Yes. Is that St. Aaron? I remember Mouser Size.
I do not remember Mouser Size. When I was a young kid, we did not have a lot of television. We had a Nintendo that we got for all of, I think, Christmas to New Year's, and then it got put back in the box. And literally, when our parents moved from that place, it's one of the I thought I had it around here somewhere, but I don't know where it is now. But the Nintendo, and it's just and the Sega Genesis and that kind of stuff. My parents were we lived in the country, and they were very big when I was a kid on just fucking go out and fucking go outside and play. So I had a few cartoons that I watched Saturday morning. So it was the early 90s X-Men, where Steve Bloom first voiced Wolverine, and where I fell in love with my first mutant character that I liked before Wolverine, way before Deadpool. Because Deadpool was when I was more of an adult, was Morph.
Oh.
Not a lot of people know about Morph.
Vaguely familiar.
And I don't know how much in the comics, but in the X-Men universe, particularly when I got into X-Men, Morph disappeared. And he got taken by Mr. Sinister and a chip put in him. Morph had the ability to literally morph himself into other things. He could quintessentially be Putty. He's kind of like Odo on Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
And so he used, that was my first character that I really liked because he was the only dude who could make Wolverine laugh. And I was like, I love this dude. I love this character. And then they begin this whole dark arc that takes seasons to resolve. And so then I kind of ended up falling down for Wolverine and a fucking pleb. And then because of that, as soon as Deadpool became a thing, I was like, oh my God, I'm a Deadpool fan. Toxic Avengers is Pat Fargo. The 90s X-Men cartoons were ace. Yeah, I don't think Morph had a sad story in the cartoon. Right, and that's where I got my weird obsession with loving sad story characters. Characters that it's oh, dude, your story just sucks. They're just, they're kicking you in the... Why are they kicking you in the dick? And why do I like watching them kick you in the dick and root for you? It's horrible. Anyways, he's the exact same as Mystique. I mean, yeah, he's the exact same as Mystique in the sense, but they called him Morph. What do you want from me, man? What do you want from me? I just remember one of the reasons I think of him like Odo from Star Trek is when Mr. Sinister put the chip in him that controls him. He literally, it was like sticking it into a lump of clay, and it was into him, and then it was in him, and he was done.
You couldn't just reach in and pull it back out just as easily.
No, it controlled him. It made him under the control of Mr. Sinister. So I feel like part of that comes with not removing the implant.
I guess so.
Dude, it was a cartoon. I mean, it's not like we can base it off of reality. It was a long time ago. But that and BattleTech were my first early cartoons. Then after that, it was not until I was a teenager. Like I said, TV wasn't a big thing for us as a kid.
Oh.
We watched more this is one of the things I strive to not do with my daughter because it was the way things were in my household. We watched more TV with my parents, particularly my dad, than anything, and it was whatever he wanted to watch kind of deal. It wasn't a whole lot of dad sat down and watched us watch cartoons. We got our TV time for us when he wasn't there. So one of the things I love doing for my daughter is watching her shows with her and watching YouTube with her and stuff like that, but not being oh, whatever. But I've learned that I've gone too far in the other direction where it's like I'm a complete fucking pussy and pushover, and my daughter does whatever she wants. So like I've started putting my foot down more. And so like this weekend, it's gonna be a thing. Like I'm gonna see how long I can get her to watch the Lego Movie. Like when she comes down to hang out this week, I'm gonna start the Lego Movie. So she gets down and we're there. I feel like if we can get to Everything Is Awesome, we'll be able to make it through the movie. And I tested this theory last night when I told people that you and I watched the Lego Movie in Raid, where there was no pillaging. No pillaging.
Okay.
So I said in Raid, it's like, yeah, as I watched that movie, now I've got the song Everything Is, and now I just keep hearing Everything Is Awesome. And then immediately someone in the chat types in all caps, everything is cool when you're part of the team. And so like the whole group of us started to be like, everything is awesome when you live in our dream. And you're part of the team. And it's like, because we did that, one person in the back is like, fucking hate you guys. It's going to be stuck in my head all night now. Everything is awesome. I feel like if your surname is Sinister, you don't change it. The die is cast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying everything is awesome. It's sad how good that song is. Like that hook is so good.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, I got to get it.
Oh my goodness.
Holy shit, we're like halfway through the first hour. I haven't even loaded the first hour of stories. We've been spinning our tires talking about all sorts. When all else fails, play dead. Possum Lodge mantra. When all else fails, play dead. I like it.
Yeah, quando omni fluncus moratitas. I want to make it moral titus.
Moral titties? What about moral titties?
Moratitis.
I mean,
a lot more to this.
Well, no, that'll get us canceled. Please keep them in a respectable amount of control. Okay, they are amazing, but you can't just go show.
Not more
you can't just because you're blessed more than most of us doesn't mean you can show off to everybody. Like, look at me.
Look, more titus, less titus.
Yes, Mr. Sinister did have the coolest voice. I don't know who his voice actor is. I feel like that would be one that would stick with you more because wasn't it like super deep? We have stories, says Brian. Says, yeah, we do. We have stories. We have a whole 3 hours and then some worth of stories, different things to talk about, and some of it serious, some of it not so serious. I'm not really touching Iran war stuff too much. Kind of not doing that.
I wouldn't want to touch it anymore either. It's going to start being nuclear and reactive very quickly.
Dude, that's right. We do have one thing from that.
I want to listen to people.
We have Iraq, or not Iraq, Kuwait?
Kuwait telling its people. Yeah, it's a PSA on Kuwaiti TV.
I would have to check with him to know for sure. But my brother might have been, because he did a tour in Iraq, and I don't know where he was in Iraq. I don't know if he was near Kuwait or not. But I know he was in Iraq. I know he was in Afghanistan, and he did like 3 different tours. So I don't know where they were all at.
Yeah.
And the thing that's weirding me out is because like last month when we all met up, we were talking to him about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm retiring from the Air Force. I'm going to be done, and I'm just going to pursue private sector flying." And we're like, "All right, good for you, buddy." And he's talking about how he's doing with his life and stuff. And how things have been going, and he's like, "Yeah, I just have the one tour to get done, and my bit's done. My whole contract is filled." And he's like, "And I'm not re-upping, so it's done." We're like, "Okay, where's the tour?" And he's like, "We don't know yet, but the scuttlebutt says stateside, so that'll be nice." And I was like, "Cool." It's like it'll be nice. Stateside always has a lot of nicer aspects to it, and it's a lot easier on the packing than going international. And it's like, right. Then this shit happened. And they keep saying, like, we're not putting boots on the ground. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. He's in the fucking Air Force. So I'm like, why? Why would they have to? And now, like, we're deploying more troops.
The
and I'm like,
82nd was sent out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was 8 days till retirement, Curse. Yeah. Right.
There's more on Johnny's Hero Cornhole Champion. What do you mean more? All right.
Yeah. What King more Kong, could there be? This dude did amazing things.
What
With no
more?
arms and
Like, there
legs.
might be more in terms of. I know there's footage of him operating like a long rifle and shit. There's like a lot more of him like shooting guns and stuff. Like, yeah, we get it.
Okay,
He
so
shot
he was
guns. He shot weapons.
proficient.
But unless there's
Yeah.
like more to the crime, like more layers to the onion, unless the car, like, because from what I heard, the car was stolen. So unless the car
really?
was like supposedly, unless the car was stolen, manual, and not modified, like what more do we have? Did he somehow manage the achievement of flight during all of this? Does he have an Iron Man suit or a superpower? Like if it's just like, oh dude, there's more. They found more videos of him shooting guns. Like, okay, because I saw the more like look at this dude shooting rifles, and it's like right.
Yeah, but we already knew that because we saw the
But that
one
was
with
the update.
handgun.
That was the update
And-
I saw. Is like they were saying like.
Oh, okay.
Like his legal team is going to be, scruffing or like not scruffing, scrambling. His legal team's going to be scrambling to like
Rip
kind
it
of
all
cover him and we not guilty or whatever. And like, how could our like their defense can't possibly be how could our defendant fire a gun, look at him, because then the like prosecution goes, oh, Exhibit A, and they press the play on the YouTube video. Just more on his friends saying how he and what he did.
Oh, and would be okay.
Okay.
So let's just break this down. He is a quadriplegic driving a stolen car, so it definitely did not have any special things for him.
Yeah, but I don't know that the car was stolen. That's what I heard. But either way, whether it
Okay.
was stolen or not, unless it's different from what I've heard, it was a Tesla. And knowing like, dude, Teslas are a fucking tablet in the center of the center of the dash.
Yeah.
And so it's actually kind of weird because all of the amenities that would be put into your dashboard and your heads up and everything in your steering wheel, all of that is in this screen over to the side. And there's nothing in front of you except the steering wheel. And like the weirdest part about this is the screen's pretty big. You can angle it how you want, whatever. It has multiple camera angles and tracking stuff, but you can set your destination in like one finger touch point. And then once it's set, you can hit go and the car does all the work. So he didn't have to hit his pedals. He didn't have to hit nothing. To the point of stopping to charge the thing. When you go to charge them, the person driving the car would tap which stall they wanted to park in. The car would roll up, set itself up, back up, and then you just have to plug it in.
Interesting.
Yeah. Freaks me the f- out. And how comfortable they were at giving up all of that control. And I'm like, you realize giving up that control means way more than I don't know.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, the cornhole pro scene sounds insane, says Saint Caesar.
Right.
Brian, he grew
Right.
legs.
Who knew?
When I was getting my taxes done today, I told the tax lady about this. She had heard of the story, so we were both talking about it. And and when we were talking about it, I'm like, I know this is really messed up. I don't condone what he did and all of that, and I feel bad, for the victim and their family and friends. I feel bad, and that's sorry. And it's like, but in a weird way, the dude's a piece of crap for doing this. But it's kind of inspirational. I'm like, I got a condition and I'm in a wheelchair, but I feel like I should probably be doing more with my life. And she started laughing. And I'm like, right? And she's like, yeah, it's weird. It's I just strange. That's what I'll say. Strange. It is the video of him climbing the tree stand shows him using prosthetic arms, so perhaps that's how he was able to shoot the gun.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well,
we saw him.
I saw a video of him without any prosthetics whatsoever, firing a pistol.
Yeah. He, I think he loaded it, like mag in and everything.
I'm in a similar boat, Brian. Holy crap! Speaking of taxes, I didn't have to owe extra this year. Yay! I'm psyched. It's not that I didn't have to owe extra. It's that I had enough of a refund before that it really kind of cut the nuts out of it. So yep. So we're good.
Nice.
So good. So good. I didn't have to pay a lot of money. Oh my god damn it. It'd be more impressive if he was a nugget. Dude, he's not a nugget, but he is what I would call a dino nugget, you know? The dinosaur nuggies.
Yeah.
He's he's a Tyrannosaurus Rex dinosaur nuggie. That's what he is.
Wow. I feel really, really bad. But it's accurate.
That clip will be playing in my judgment in hell. They'll be like, "Hey, so just in case you're wondering why you're here, Exhibit A," and then just be like, "Yeah, so you know he's not a nugget. He's a dinosaur nugget," and it's like, "Oh, shit, you guys got."
He's sitting in the background. He's sitting in the background. She starts hooting on.
And he's
"You
the only
said,
one
what
who
about
approves of
me,
the joke.
bastard?"
No. He's the only one who approves of the joke. It's just a fucking sea of scowls like, "You piece of garbage." And him back and, "Way to go, buddy. That's fucking hilarious." And I'm like, right? I am a dinosaur nugget. Roar! But like I said, all the people on Votes That Matter, they're all just like, "You're a fucking piece of shit. You're done."
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh.
Good times, eh? Like I said, we live in clown world, and things that were hilariously ridiculous Monty Pythonisms are in today's age absolutely plausible and likely to be seen. And so at this point, you just sit back.
So you're
with your
saying he's the Black
popcorn
Knight from the Holy Grail?
and you laugh at it all. No, I didn't mean that at all. I meant the world in general.
Come
not
back
him
here, I'll bite your legs off.
Oh my goodness.
You haven't bested me. You've got no arms. Oh, it's just a harmless wee nugget, isn't it? Look at the bones. All right. Oh, this has already been 0 of the day I had planned going on, and we're 36 minutes into it. This is crazy. Hey Digger, come outside, says Officer Krupke. 'Tis just a scratch, but your leg's off. It's a flesh wound. Alrighty. Let's see. What was the first thing we were gonna cover? Oh, the first thing we were gonna cover. I was talking about the toothbrush yesterday, and now today we have a story of a home has been destroyed after a fire started by a smart toaster. This is my thing. Why does smart stuff?
Why?
Don't do smart stuff.
We don't need smart stuff. We're the smarter our
video?
stuff gets,
What do
the
you mean
dumber we
video?
get.
You guys say video. Where's the video? Link the video.
Oh, there was a video. There's the video. I'm like, I watched the video.
All right, so it looks like the fire's already starting from the haze that I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's in the bottom. It's just off camera. It would be looking at us. It just above. Yeah, right in that corner there.
And okay.
But it's sitting next to an air fryer and something else that also end up getting.
This is why
going
I don't keep my toaster, my air fryer, popcorn machine, any of that stuff. The only thing that stays routinely plugged in, microwave and coffee machine, but the coffee machine's a Keurig. None of it's smart. I don't like.
No.
I'm really dumb, and I'd prefer it if me and my appliances, at best, are on the same level. You know what I mean? Like if you start getting smarter than me, and that's not a high bar, so it's relatively easy. Like they got a new washing machine in here, and I gotta say that thing's fucking cutting it close. Like that in terms of like you have auto detect levels, and I don't like you.
Yeah. Just shake and spin the dirty clothes with some water and soap, and then rinse it out a couple of times and call it good. We don't need,
just
auto
shake,
air
rattle, and
fluff
roll, so my clothes don't smell old.
Right.
I'll put them in the dryer. I'll get a little higher, and then I know it's time to fold. All right, let's go ahead and hit play. All right, so she comes out with a baby and then says, "Oh, shit." I'm going to say this right now. If you're coming out into a scene with a whole lot of smoke, wouldn't you park the baby here on the couch for a hot minute?
No, I would keep the baby in my arms in case we had to make a bad dash, but I wouldn't go baby first. Like she's got the baby in this arm and she's just leaning into it. I would kind of put it on the hip further away from the stuff that's smoking.
Okay. And
But in the moment, I'm sure you don't
I'm being
think.
very critical of all this, and I have
am
to admit, I suddenly became infinitely worried about their possessions. Can you see the two things that I noticed where I went, oh no, I hope those didn't get destroyed?
The baby stuff?
No, there's a Deadpool throw blanket.
Oh, for Pete's sakes.
And there's a little Deadpool figurine over here, like a bust or whatever. We got some
Okay.
Deadpool fans. It looks like he looks like he's holding like a card holder or something.
PlayStation. Yeah. It looks like he's
Yeah,
holding
like a
the-
gift card and receipt stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's some sort of
Yeah.
thing. I hope that stuff makes it.
Well, and I want women to tag in here because I think this woman is amazing. Look at this. She's got a baby in her arms. She's got two more toddlers. I'll bet you the one covering his ears is probably still using a diaper too. Look at how clean her house is. This woman is a hero.
She's
There's,
probably
you know,
just on top of
everything's-
her kids.
It's tidy. There's nothing on the floor. There's no crumbs or anything on the
All right,
floor.
let's also
The
be clear
counters
about
are all
something
clean.
else. Well, we're going to sit here and pick apart her Zoom footage. She
I'm
doesn't
not
look to
picking
have
it apart. I'm congratulating
I
her.
know, but I'm
She's
saying
doing phenomenal.
I'm saying there's not a whole No, I'm saying there's not a whole lot of floor there. They got a lot of clear organization. And I'm not saying I'm not shitting on her, but like slow your roll.
Everything's
This looks
put
pretty
away.
easy. There's a playpen right there. This is piled on top. We've only got this angle.
Yes, but it's nice and neatly piled away so it can be accessed by the kids but put away. The only thing I would have problem with would be the one wall that the little kid's desk is leaning up against from the cabinetry. You can see that wall is dirty. But I mean, like I said, she's got 3 kids at
I am with
one
St.
for sure,
Aaron.
probably 2 in diapers. I'm thinking she's doing an amazing job.
St. Aaron, I wouldn't
Amazing
take the
job.
baby into danger. Yeah, I feel like bringing her into that smoke situation, not necessarily. Brian, single mother. No, those are white kids, Brian. Not that it matters, but I don't know why you make that assumption. Brian, one of them's covering his ears. Clearly, he's not half black. He wouldn't have heard the chirp.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. The first thing you do is you hear the chirp.
You
You
shouldn't
hear
give
the
that.
chirp, and I went, my goodness. I know who's living here.
You shouldn't say that. I was supposed to be rebuked for my horrible thoughts. I don't want people to endorse them. That means I will become a bigger piece of shit.
Oh,
Anyways, I'm sorry, ma'am. Your baby didn't make it. Did you save my comic books? Yes, I'm good then. And then Brett, nope, never mind. White, Magic 8, swastika rug.
Yep.
It's not a swastika rug.
not a swastika.
It's
rug.
got an internet.
Really.
It's got an inlay pattern. I see where you can find them. It's like hidden eye swastika. It's magic eye
Gosh, if
swastika.
you're looking really hard, yeah.
Yeah. Why do we have no fire extinguishers? And I'm sorry, I know this might be a rhetorical question. Where's Dad?
Probably at work. There's 3 kids. Someone's got to work. She's obviously not working because she's doing a great job at home.
Okay, it's getting smokier and smokier.
Oh, dude.
Right?
Oh, dude. All of. Oh, no.
All right, dude, I'm not going to play this if she's going through her stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't want
Yeah,
to.
that's awful, hey?
Yeah, dude, again, smart toasters, smart stuff. Like, what the hell? I want to know what the fucking deal with the toaster was. Hold let's do the rip and read part, and we'll show the pictures. I'll open that new tab. And
Yeah,
open that.
Rubble is talking about it looks like a UK kitchen with a washing machine in the kitchen. Why do people in the UK have a washing machine in the kitchen? It's strange and it's weird. I've noticed that. I think it's because they live in such small, like so many of the houses are so small. It's easier to put the laundry room in there with the other.
Oh, her partner
appliances.
her husband was getting their eldest from school, and she
I
was
was going to
bathing
say
the
those were
4-month
some
old
pretty
baby.
young boys' pictures hung on that wall, and I was hoping that it wasn't mom's because they were like, yeah, teeny bopper young boys.
She saw the toaster was just on fire, spewing out flames. I went to look and see what happened, but by that point, it spread to the air fryer, our ice machine, and electrical sockets where they were plugged in. So I don't know if it's an electrical
Okay, yeah,
fire
they're
or
all
not.
plugged in.
I didn't
That's
know what
not
to do,
good.
so I grabbed the kids and I got them out the front door.
Yeah, your best
I
bet.
mean, honestly, you could throw a bucket of water at the wall, but that might not help your
No.
problem.
No.
Well, the
If
electrical
you know
outlets
where
are already
your
sparking.
fuse boxes, you could shut down the power to the house. That would help. And then you could throw a bucket of water at
Emergency services
flames.
were able to control the blaze, but Samantha and her family say they have lost everything to the fire, the smoke, or the water damage that followed.
Right.
All right, so
Yeah.
where are the images? These.
Lab glass, she might have had oven mitts to grab the toaster and throw it, but she also had baby in her
Dude,
hand.
this is where it happened. She came out here, and the toaster was in this corner, and it was just a burning. And it had spread
Yeah.
to this,
The air fryer and yeah. Oh,
unless this is the smart toaster, and it spread this way. But
No,
there
it
was
looks
an
like a
ice
toaster
machine.
oven,
They had an
but-
ice
yeah.
machine over here that was plugged into the sockets, too. Like, I'm sorry, you had too much
Yeah.
stuff plugged in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4 different things.
There's a kettle that's plugged in right here.
Plus the kettle and the scent thing. Yeah. So yeah, that's 2, 4, 6. To be fair though, they shouldn't. Whoever built this place shouldn't have put that many plugins available. I mean,
Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, this whole wall is
yeah,
a
we've
bank
got
of outlets.
2, 4 on that wall, and then there's at least 2 more on the opposite wall because behind the toaster oven you can see something poking out. That'll be 2 more.
Oof. That poor family.
Yeah.
Wow.
So where was this? Was it? It was
It's
British.
in the UK.
Yeah. There you go. Wild is agreeing with me. Wild water on an electrical fire. Are you seriously retarded? Well, I wasn't going that far, but yeah.
I don't
No,
know that
you
it's an
wanna make
electrical
sure you-
fire, and I wasn't saying spread water on the outlets. I'm saying water on the things that are on fire in front of you. If it's just the toaster, I'm going off of my best guess. Like for being there, I would say you should have a fire extinguisher on hand in your kitchen. There's an idea.
Overloaded socket for sure. Yeah.
Rim Reaper, white people be crock potting.
She Christmas storied their outlets, says Saint Aaron, right?
Maybe it does.
Just a
seem
little
like it might have
bit.
been overloaded. It does seem like it might have been a smidge overloaded. No surge protector.
Yeah.
King Kong Dong. The smart dildo was on the same network. No, I feel like when you have as many children as she has, there's no dildo involved. Clearly, she is taking loads regularly and consistently. What?
Yeah, I'm just thinking I've got 4 in my little kitchen, but then I've got 2 more on the same wall. So I technically I'm using 6. But then if I run too many things at once, I've got this wonderful thing in the fuse box that just throws the switch and it blows the fuse so that I don't have something like that happens. And that only happens if I forget and I try to use Chef Mike at the same time as I'm brewing coffee.
Mm.
2 things can't happen, one
Well,
or the other.
I don't like it. Nothing about this said it was an electrical fire. I feel like it was a device that started a fire and it spread to the electrical outlets because of where it was at.
Mm.
Smart condom failed. Rex Start parody account saying, dude, she had a fire extinguisher. She had a smart fire extinguisher, but it was plugged into the same outlet. So,
Damn it.
well, then it's not a very smart fire extinguisher. Shouldn't it tell it there's a fire and step into action? If it's a smart fire extinguisher, I shouldn't have to be involved. I'm a dumb guy. Was this one that you sent? I think so. New Mexico jury says Meta harms children's mental health and safety
Yes.
violating state law. This is interesting.
Yes,
Because-
because multiple other states are in the middle of similar cases against Meta.
Yeah, but
So it
we
is
just did a story
interesting.
yesterday where Meta's being shut down. So is it against Facebook?
No, Meta's not being shut down. He was just shutting down his virtual reality world.
Well, yeah,
He
but
called
that
it the metaverse. It was
Right.
just that. Meta is still a thing.
so
and all of
Facebook is
its
still Meta.
subsidiaries.
Meta
Yeah.
is still Facebook as a whole, not just the
Yeah,
virtual
yeah.
thing. All right. So because
Yeah.
I'm going to say right now,
Facebook
if
is a
there's
part of Meta.
I won't be fucking surprised in the slightest if there's some sort of weird loophole he can squeak out of with the metaverse being shut down and now he's not guilty in these things because they can't prosecute whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Either way,
No, he just shut down the virtual world metaverse. That's all he did. Meta Umbrella Corps is still there. Or Metacore,
King
whatever.
Kong Dong, is it bad that Chef Mike yells at me like Gordon Ramsay? Who does this to cook a fish? Honestly,
Raw!
this is embarrassing.
bloody raw!
Get out! Hang up your apron. Get out!
You see those two pieces of bread? Yes. Now put them to your ears. Now get out! Poor woman goes running off with bread held to her ears. Oh, man.
You are the only person I know that came in here to make a lemon pound cake and ended up with a loaf of sourdough. I don't even know. Honest, I'm surprised you did it. I want to thank you, but it's gross. Get out!
Oh, I went to make a lemon pound cake and I need milk and sour cream. It was like so close. Yeah. I was craving that lemon pound cake because everyone's eating it around me.
Oh,
and I
God.
really, really want it.
It was
Everyone's
so
talking
good.
about it.
It was so
I
good.
know. I love lemon pound cake. And I've got eggs that need to be used. And I thought this will be perfect. But
My
I don't
brain
have
is
milk
taking a
or
lot of what
sour
you're
cream.
saying inappropriately, and you just keep helping. So thank you for that.
Oh, what? No, I'm talking about making.
I know.
Oh,
But I was
for
saying,
5, 6.
like
I'm talking
you need
about
some
pound
you need
cake.
some sour cream. You milk me, you can get some sour cream. And I got eggs that need to be used. Like we'll
Wow.
get to it. Like I just, I'm in a weird mood today. It's funny. It's strange. It's fun. It's fun. What are you talking about?
Wow, dude.
It must be the weather. It's heating up. I'm so thirsty. Although that is pretty much done. Who's getting pounded, says Scruffy? Well, if I can keep my life on this track as soon as I get this passport thing done.
The jury just delivered a verdict against Meta and a fine of $375 million. Now, this has to do with Meta's oversight of its platforms, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. State prosecutors accused Meta of failing to disclose the risks to children, in particular risks to their mental health, risks in terms of child sexual exploitation.
Can we talk about how fucking bad Kevin Bacon looks right now?
I would.
He is not
I will-
footloose.
It's not the best angle. Really, it's not. But
He-
I would like to say, just in Meta's defense, they didn't know how damaging it would be to children's psyches because it's all still so new. So, to be fair, they didn't know that they were damaging generations of kids by
I realized who he looks like more than
hitting them
Kevin
with the
Bacon.
Flashy flashes.
Stephen King.
Meta insisted that they were being honest as they constantly are trying to weed out bad actors, bad material. But the jury, they found otherwise. One juror in particular, she said that she thought Meta could do a lot more after watching its executives testify here. But she also said what really weighed heavily was teachers, educators who testified about the disruptions going on with children in New Mexico in school. This all comes amid a reckoning about social media as school boards, legislatures try to restrict cell phone use in classes. The jury deliberated for less than a day, and that was after more than 6 weeks of testimony here in this courthouse.
So they didn't take long to less than a day. Did not take long.
after 6
Stop
weeks.
it. They did not take long to reach their decision.
They were pretty decided when they went in there. Yeah, after 6 weeks.
Look, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen any of the testimony, so I don't know how these court cases should work out. But I will say this. There is I feel like, and maybe because I didn't grow up with this, so I don't know how hard or how bad it is. There is a level of you need to be involved in your kids' lives, like steering and watching and paying attention to, again, being involved with. Like,
it's not like back when we were kids and the parents could, well, like in my brother and I's case, we were raised by the TV. We were latchkey kids. Both parents had to work, so we took care of ourselves.
Yeah.
And the TV raised us. But on TV at that time, they could only do certain things, right? So it was going to be relatively wholesome, okay programming. Nowadays with the internet, the kid can like fall down whatever rabbit hole they want. And so, yeah, it's really, really damaging, I'm sure, to the kids' psyches. But as much as, sure, they've done damage, how much of that did Meta know was going to happen at the time, right? No one knows. This is all brand new, uncharted territory. Right, Mr. Q? I learned the facts of life by watching the facts of life, and I am the better for it.
Wild Saffron, that's what I'm saying I think might be a part of it. So shutting down Meta is really just accounting shenanigans to avoid settlements from this lawsuit. I wouldn't be surprised if part of shutting down the metaverse is to avoid accounting shenanigans or to cause accounting
I think this is to save them later down the road. Shutting the virtual world down is definitely covering their ass.
Mr. Q. Digger
future
learned the
issues.
facts of life by watching the facts of life.
I just read that.
Yeah, that's
Falling down a rabbit hole that is, what Twitter and YouTube is for, right? And so you got to be careful about the kids.
I don't know. Simpandaloop, whatever. I don't know what they're talking about. That's one of those things where it's like you just type a thing, like you're clearly doing. Yeah,
anime.
I'm not even reading it out loud in case it means this and you said it. Like, all right, fuck off. That kind of shit. Like, that's so fucking second gradery. And then if it's just something they're into, it's like, okay, this is the second time we're doing this now. Like, if this is all you have to contribute, like, okay, thank you. We got it. We got it, buddy. If you have to do it again, I guess the most I would say is
You're a cunt.
I mean, I just have a good time.
You love that.
I do.
Yes.
I love it so much. Oh my God. The funny part is I was talking to somebody about different people I know, and I mentioned somebody I don't really care for, and they're like, "Oh, so is that their new ringer?" And I'm like, I don't get phone calls from that person anyway, but I was like, you know what? It's not a half bad idea.
Funny.
Like, that'd be great. Like, if every time that person called me, I didn't even have to see the phone. I just heard,
You're a cunt.
and just let it go to voicemail. As a VR enjoyer, the metaverse was unprofitable dog water. Next sponsor needs to involve cunt in the title. It's a great word. No, I'm not putting that up on the screen all day long for a month. Saint Caesar.
No.
You can start tabling a lot more of these ideas inside. It's fine. We don't need them. I was told it's a bot. I don't even know, but that's why I'm like, Think they are all on Instagram. It says,
Hello.
yeah, I don't know.
Hello.
I don't know.
Oh,
Johnny's
listen to the
exotic dog.
purrs.
No, why? Why? And why is it always got to be exotic with you people? Not everything needs to be exotic. So we had 2 robot things. I thought we had another robot thing. Didn't you
don't
give me a
remember.
thing about robots? Or robot something? I don't know. Livery robot. AI robot. All right, yeah. I had 2 robot things. I knew one of them didn't
Okay.
load. I was like, I had 2 robot stories, and I only had one of them up, and I was like, that doesn't make sense. Because we've got this. First of all, Melania went to a White House event with a humanoid
Okay.
robot.
Where was it filling in for Trump or something?
I don't know. It was her Fostering the Future Roundtable on AI education. So I guess it's because it's on AI education that she felt that
Okay.
this had to be, or maybe Trump couldn't be there, or maybe it's a combination of the two. All I know is like, I feel like they're really starting to push no, guys, just be completely cool with the robot workforce that'll absolutely obey us and take away your rights at a moment's notice without ever thinking about it because they're robots.
Mhm.
I don't trust the big push governments are to have the robots in the military, and now we're doing robots in the education and doing it all with robots. That's interesting. Yeah, she came out at a White House event with fucking
Yeah.
R2 no
Well,
dick suit.
she's at a symposium or whatever on AI. So yeah, robotics and AI, they go hand in hand. So I guess it makes
I'm
sense.
gonna say this robot is fucking shaming all you women. Look at that thigh gap. That's an unrealistic, unattainable
Dude.
level.
Yeah, look at her. Thigh gap is unattainable without surgery. I swear to God.
Yeah, dude.
Or
She's
illness,
got
illness.
an interesting level of thigh gap. But my point is, like, again, this let's make them a little bit more
But a
realistic.
normal-
I want realistic robots with juicy butts and big old thighs. Like a brick shit house with no eyes. Like, and that's the other part. It has no eyes. How do I punch it in the face if it has no face? It's got to hit it in the head. Now I'm a dick. What if that's the back of the head and I didn't even know it? And I feel like with all the videos we've seen of people like balance testing robots, it is permissible in society to see this robot and your immediate knee-jerk reaction is to put your foot on its chest and push to see if it'll fall over.
Yeah.
2-0. Also, no ass, right? I demand that my robots have a badunkadunk. All right? If we're going to replace everything with AI, it has to have a few creature comforts of home, which means a juicy booty, okay?
Oh my God. Oh, there's a rash of deaths happening now because of the BBLs, poorly done BBLs, and
Right.
just the after effects. It's really sad these women do this ridiculous stuff, and now they're stuck with things. I've seen pictures of the BBL that flips inside out. So instead of curving like this, it curves in.
Dude, I don't need any of that
Weird.
horrible information.
Weird.
I'm just talking about, like, and I don't even mean that excessive. I just mean, like, this is a no-ass robot, all right?
So it just needs something.
Like, when he sits down in a chair and then gets up later, like, he leaves a shape that almost looks like a tuning fork. He doesn't. I need you to leave a butt groove. You know what I mean?
Okay. You need it to be female.
I don't
is
want
what
to
you're
see, because
saying.
I look at this and I immediately go, but how does it poop? And they're like, but it doesn't. And I'm like, well, then we can't have, everybody poops. And if you can't poop, you can't work on this planet. Like, this is not what we do here. We do not walk through life.
Everybody poops.
Everybody poops. That's why no matter how much nuclear power they have or whatever, North Korea can never be taken seriously as a society, because it's an entire country of people who really believe that their supreme leader doesn't shit. And it's like, all right, I guarantee you that's not true. In fact, given his size, I bet he takes Mondo shits. Leave a print like Johnny does after a WoW session. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't do anything. I don't get sweaty during WoW. It's very chill. It's a video game. It's a bunch. You know what it is? You ever hang out at the bar with your friends and play darts? That's what it's like, except our darts is WoW. That's it. But we're all sitting there shitting on each other, telling jokes, laughing, having a good time.
You missed St. Aaron's comment.
St. Aaron, you should see my robot twerk in binary. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how you twerk in binary.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. But I'm imagining this thing trying to twerk. And
now I'm asking though, is this the Optimus robot that Tesla built? Whose robot is this? And I also wonder if this robot's being steered. Is this robot really walking on its own?
Oh, yeah.
Or, no,
no, it's definitely being steered.
It just flips out and starts murdering people. Yeah, fuck this noise. So yeah, apparently it's a bunch of people R-wording during quests as well. I don't think so. It posts the same 2 words on every stream every day. I don't know what it means, and I really couldn't give a fuck less. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it does it again, you've been warned, you simp. If
Yes.
you keep being a bitch, we'll kick you. It counts as a view, so as long as it doesn't repeat the post every 5 minutes, fuck it, says Rusty Grammar.
Right?
iRobot
as long
starts
as it's not
taking
an
one out.
irritating
Yeah,
one.
dude, I view this as like pretty soon it's gonna be like, I hate to say I was right, but
the goddamn robot's done.
like it's gonna be. It's just what it. I don't like the whole like where I don't mind people using AI for silly, nonsensical, not affecting real world stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
but
like
you
us
can't
using
have
AI
that
for
without people.
Oh, right. But
misusing
I
it.
also know I'm like, I'd say if you told me to pick between what we have now with AI and nothing at all, I'd say I don't want it at all. Like of the two, it's not worth it. But since we're doing it, I'd like it to stay in this lane because we can't put that genie back in the bottle. So I'm just going to continue screaming into the ethos that stay in this lane of like not serious, making up music, making up fake images, obviously fake images, watermarked images, whatever, so we know it's not real, all that kind of stuff. That's all good. I don't like us sticking AI into all of our production, all of our manufacturing, all of our stuff, because again, much like the meta experiments of yesteryear, we don't know where that stuff is going to go.
We don't know, what's going to happen in the long run. Yeah. AI could give Johnny bionic legs. Well,
no.
Maybe.
I mean,
to
a certain extent,
do you-
maybe, but then I wouldn't be walking. I'd just be telling things to make my legs walk. I don't. Like, there's no like they take off my legs and put robotic legs and they work situation
No.
available.
Would have to be like,
It'd be like an
braces that
exoskeleton
would-
brace. Yeah.
yeah.
Still not very big in favor of it. Like, I wouldn't say no to it if it exists, but I would say if you ask me which world do you want, the world where that's a thing or the world where AI doesn't exist at all, I'll bite the bullet. I'll take the loss. No AI. But
Mhm.
like,
Yeah,
and there
well.
is stuff I do with like videos and images and things, again, like make cartoon stuff that's not real. It's clearly not real. It's obviously not meant to like be this really happened. Like, I'm not making fake AI videos. And so like that kind of stuff, fine, cool, whatever. But like putting it into everything when we still don't know overall the long term, what happens if AI suddenly turns against us? Like I said, Skynet, we suddenly put it into military, education, everything. It can start subtly or directly fucking with us at any time, and we're just done.
We're hooped. Yeah.
Because we're already automating the fucking warplanes, so we're sending, spy drones and military drones with insane capabilities. Like, well, these drones are flown by Americans. It's like, right, until the
That's
AI
great
takes
until
over.
they get
Yeah. So the AI takes over everything, hacks your fucking computers, and then it runs the goddamn drones, and we're hooped.
Yeah.
Did nobody watch Stealth with Jessica Biel? Seriously underrated movie, and it warned about this very scenario. I feel like I'm the only one. Johnny, did you see the latest video of humans using Neuralink technology? Nope, I have not seen it. If Johnny gets robotic legs, can we call him Colonel Austin, the $6 million man? I don't know if they'll cost $6 million. Watch how this robot quit his job, says Los Federales.
Robo Johnny? That would be. Oh, yeah, I saw this.
They couldn't control the robot. So
No, it's supposed to do a dance, and it
supposed to do a dance, and it didn't. Okay, this is.
Yeah. It just drops stuff on the table.
It is funnier at 2x speed. At 2x speed, it is funnier. But the best part is now the robot won't stop dancing. She's holding it. She's trying to order it to stop dancing. And this
Nothing's working.
This is in
Now there's
California.
3 of them.
Ninja kick the damn robot. No one knows how to turn it off.
Lovely. So the boss came in with this new gimmick thing and said, "Here, use it," and then walked out. And these poor folks are trying to figure out how to make it.
You just want to play patty cake.
I thought it dropped a tray, but no, it just went and smashed the food that was already on the person's table. That's awesome.
Yeah. So now we have a fun little video for you. Ooh, and it's at multiple angles. So right click this. Open link in new tab. And then we'll go up to the other one and open that one first. So in our continuing segment of and again I'm quoting here, our continuing segment of
The goddamn robots, John!
we have the delivery robot, the Coco.
Oh, another Coco?
Another
Oh,
Coco.
no.
Cocos are not, I have to say, Cocos are not what they were cracked up to be. This one decided it hated the bus stop.
Oh, no.
And it hit the glass. And now it doesn't know what to do.
Now it's covered in glass,
because it's covered in
too.
glass, and every time it starts rolling forward, the glass starts falling in front of it. It starts reading that as an obstruction. This was a solid glass pane,
That was a
and I
solid
can't wait to
pane.
see. We have another angle, and I think the other angle shows the robot hit it. I can't wait to see the robot hit it, because this thing just comes in. It clearly smashed that. I'm guessing with the way that it's going, it came in and for some reason went around somebody or something and ducked in there. Either way, hilarious.
Wow. Bad Coco, bad.
It keeps going. It keeps going a fraction of an inch and having to stop because of the glass it broke. You know what's going to help? Your fat ass walking up with a camera and filming.
Well, to be fair, he probably has no idea that someone's filming way up there.
That's not my point. My point is these things operate based on sensors, and it's clearly already having a bad day. You aren't helping.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it clearly has to figure out what the just happened and how to proceed from here, because this one ain't in the manual, and you aren't helping. Or at the very best, the small Ethiopian child that's forced to drive other people's food and then starve every day for pennies on the dollar to oversee this is like trying to figure this out. And again, you aren't helping. In fact, and this is more for me than for them, but if I could put it rather succinctly,
You're a cunt.
All right, so that's that one.
Yeah,
Coco,
Coco's
you're fired. If I had a cat, I'd name it Mr. Bigglesworth, says Gurmy. There is a Sir Bigglesworth in WoW that is both a pet and a mount, and I think I have both of them. I would never name a cat Sir Bigglesworth. I don't think I want any more cats. I think I'm like, you can have cats, but like I'm attached to 2 cats, and one of them is uh-oh. Did we lose her? Well then, let's find the screen there, since it seems like she ducked out. I'm guessing her internet reset or something. Never mind. Nope, there she is. So she'll be back momentarily since her icon popped back in. She'll be back shortly. Nope, and she's gone again. Interesting. Shit, no, I must have missed it. What? So Coco can dent glass until it smashes into it? Apparently, let me get the Discord thing off the screen, since she's having her Discord issues. This is our other angle. And let me get this Discord off the screen. Oh, now she's... No, we'll wait. Let's get that off of there. Listed as her mic's muted. Awaiting endpoint. All right. And so something's going wrong with Discord. Great. Or my internet. Are we still up? Ice got her. I think we're still up on all 3 channels. We'll check momentarily here. Now I have to be curious. They were working on stuff in my area and the internet was back. They told me 4 minutes ago that service has been restored. So if we're not up on the 3 channels, then I'm in trouble. Mr. Bigglesworth and Austin Powers, a Sphinx cat. In WoW, it's Sir Bigglesworth, and it's a it's like a little like glob cat, like whatever. It's an ooze thing. Let's see you here. Go to live. Boom. I'd name my cat Mogwai. Meowga? Meowgie? Meowgie. Meowgie. Mr. Meowgie. I don't know why I saw Mogwai out of there. I was thinking of the gremlins. Still good, says Mr. Q. Yeah, we're up on all 3. Rumble's fine. I'm sure Twitch is good. It's not me, at least. It's just Discord. So I have to... It's Discord. It's me, I think. I think it's a Discord problem, ma'am. I think it's a Discord problem. Awaiting endpoint. We're waiting to connect for you. If your connection gets stuck here, we may be experiencing region outage. Check our service status page for more info. All systems are operational. That's not how it's looking in my world, but you go ahead and say that. Alrighty. Disconnect. Yep, it's having trouble connecting, and I don't know why. I don't know why. God dang it, Discord. I didn't need that. I want Digger to be on the show today, you mofo. Ugh. Let's try closing the app entirely and locking out entirely and try reloading Discord wholeheartedly and see if that does it. Oh, that's right. It's going to be over here where those are at. All right. Zoom. Exit that. I don't need you up anyway. Nope. I don't want to quit you. Where's Discord? I want to quit you. Quit Discord and restart it. We'll see if that fixes our life. Los Federales, or I would get a black cat and name her Meowquisha. I don't know why we would do that. Seems weird. But you do you. Finally done for the day. Moved over 1 million pounds already this week. Well, good for you, buddy. Good for you. All right. We're trying to log into Discord and it won't even let me get back in. Thank you, Fettuccine El Poo Poo, for the sticker and the 100 bits. That wasn't disappointing at all. And I was hoping that it was... Now Discord's out. Just first my internet, now Discord. Just really just kick in the dick. Alrighty. Covered that. Good that. Thank you for the sticker. We'll get back into the stories and stuff that we have today. Let's get this other angle of the Coco crash. So, yep, just endless. Can't even close it.
We're sorry. All of our representatives are still assisting other customers. Please remain on the line as we value your call.
You guys are dicks. You guys are dicks. Wild Saffron, Discord, a very bad platform, not at all reliable, bad, very sad. I have to say, for Discord not being at all reliable, we've had disconnection issues and connection issues on Discord, Digger and I. We're on there talking a lot. But I'd say most of the time she's fine. It's disconnected before, but it's been her PC. Us disconnecting from Discord like right now, I don't know. I feel like there's plenty of things you can hate Discord for, but for the low price of free, it's not that bad for a chat system. If I had a better way to bring her in here, I would. But we don't. Covered. All right, let's move over to this one. Maybe we should look at up, and we're back the minute I do that. And we're back here. Close that up, but still awaiting endpoint. Still awaiting endpoint. So maybe they'll get it fixed. You aren't in the Discord, Johnny. I'm alone. I just got there, and it says you're there. Oh, wait. Now I've got the spinning boxes of death. This is literally, this is where my Discord display thing is. Let's close that. And go over here. We are 100 bits away from a hype train. If one more person wants to throw in some bits, some subs. We started the day at $60. We were already $5 into the goal on April 1st, April Fool's Day. So if you want to throw in, now is the time. Kick off that hype train. I'll grind up a thing. I'm really hopeful we'll get this. Where's the Discord display? There we go. Oh, never mind. Now she's gone. And now I'm still waiting for an endpoint. It fucking Discord. All right, we got 2.5 minutes left. I'm going to just go to this video and cover the goddamn Coco machine. Here's the glass pane clearly not broken. My question is, does the robot come from this side of the street or this side? I'll laugh if it breaks through there, turns around, and then goes the other way. That will be funny. But if it just busts, if it comes this way, goes around, back in, and boom, Discord went dead again. I'm trying. It's not you. It doesn't matter what you do. I'm still waiting for an endpoint. Discord's clearly having a problem, Digger. You can keep trying, but again, it's not you. Oh, that happened this morning too. Ivy's mom was like, she knows I do the show stuff, and she texted me this morning going, our internet's out. I've tried resetting stuff. So I made phone calls and was like, it's not you. They're doing shit. We can't fix it. I don't know when it'll be back. And she's like, I've tried resetting it multiple times. I'm like, it's not you. Like, it's not a you thing is what it is. It's not a you thing. All right, let's go ahead and hit play on this. We have about 2 hours left in the program. We've got a minute, little less than, for the hype train. If you want to get the hype train going on Twitch, one more 100-bit donation or gifted sub will kick that off, and I'll grab the doctor over here and do all that fun shit. Solid Trump impersonation, though, Safi. Where did Safi give us Discorded? Oh, quite frankly, it's a terrible platform, probably run by Democrats, like the losers that run Reddit. I read Reddit. It's why is it called Reddit? I read it, and it sucks. It's terrible. Would you read it? I wouldn't read it. That is a horrible Trump impersonation. All right, 30 seconds left. That thing's probably ending right there. Let's go ahead and hit play on this, see which way the robot came from. Oh, he did. He came from this side. Did the car spook him? Did the car spook him and he read this as an open lane and he went, yeah, I'm just going to go through. All right, to be fair, the robot didn't have to try very hard to break the glass. I feel like that glass would have broken pretty easily. All right, so they cut forward. Why did we cut the second where it bumped into the glass? I love that he blinked. He getting blinked. Like, wait a minute. Just happened. Red Scooper, why do Trump impersonations sound Jewish? I can't do Trump. Like, of all the impersonations I can or can't do, Trump is, like, forbidden for me. Like, every time I try to do Trump, it just goes definitively not Trump. So, yeah, it's probably programmed to stay as close to the wall as possible. It went around the obstruction and was headed back to the wall. Oh, no. We can't do that. I don't need the cowbell anymore. I see her in the chat, but she's not joining. So I'm guessing that we still don't have an endpoint. So it's programmed to stay as close to the wall as possible. It went around the obstruction. Went around the obstruction, but failed to start camera. Yeah, that's going to happen. You're going to fail to start the camera when you don't have an endpoint. I wouldn't join with a camera. And quite frankly, again, I appreciate it, Digger. It's not you, it's Discord. And it's apparently going to be Discord for the day. It's going to be Discord all day. Stay close to the wall. What's left? All right, so then any minute now, from what we've seen, fucking Two Cheek Sneak here is going to walk up and start making the thing's life more difficult by just standing there. Every time she joins and the white picture pops up, I like, whoop. Anyways, it's going to freak me out when she finally does actually get in and, like, the chat's working. And it's like, boom, and we're good. Like, it's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. So, just curious. Can I join it? Let's test it with someone else's channel. While nobody can see anything, let's join one of our other server groups that's not being used by anyone at the moment. And let's just do... All right, yep, nope, it's on everything because I can't get an endpoint over here. So it's not like it's just my room. It's every server. Oh, well. So I guess we won't have Digger for the rest of the day. I wanted her to be here. It's Wednesday. It's her day. Actually, I take it back. We don't want to play that one. This is the sound drop we want to play.
You're a cunt.
Fuck off.
Boo, right? That's how I feel about it. All right, so let's watch the asshole that shows up in the middle of this. No idea what to do. Oh, never mind. That was the whole video? All right then. All right then. Well, if she can join us again, we certainly won't mind, but well, Saffron, well, thanks for the turd in the punch bowl, Discord. Right? Boo. To Discord, though, right? I'm not a cunt. Yeah, it was to Discord. I was saying to Discord, like, hey, Discord.
You're a cunt.
Harry Tosser series. I don't know what the Harry Tosser series is. I don't know what the heck. Thank you for more information that I don't know what it is. I hope you like it, I guess. Is it a book? You know what? I don't really care. I don't know what it is. I'm not really. Sounds like a very weird thing in general. All right, so Digger did send us this. That was the delivery robot. That's the last of our continuing segment.
The goddamn robot's done!
So that's the last of our ongoing segment, the goddamn robots. This one she sent to me today, and for those of you who don't know, this is, and they're going to translate it. So I'm going to take my camera off the screen here. When we do this, let me pop over here. Let me. Where's? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. There it is. I missed when it had a button. All right. Digger is aware of Discord is aware of the problem. They're working on it. Yep. Let's see if they can get it done in the next 10, 15 minutes. Because honestly, if they don't get it done in the next 2 hours, I'll still talk to you, Digger. But it really won't help for the show. Digger, don't believe Johnny. He kicked you and blocked you? No. Well, shit. No, I did not. I did not, sir. That is not what I do. At any rate, so yes, we are sitting $60 away from April 1st. We're doing all this stuff. If you're just joining us, this is a video of Kuwaiti officials telling their people what they anticipate for their region to experience in the near future. And Iraq and Kuwait are in the same region as Iran, so it's needless to say, I don't think I need to tell you why they expect this behavior, but let's just say what they're prepping their people for. We know what we've been told over here in the U.S. is it's a short-term war. They don't have any capabilities. We're going to beat the shit out of them in record time, but it's still going on. We're not going to put boots on the ground, even though we are deploying the 84th Airborne or whatever, 81st, whatever. We're deploying airborne troops and more soldiers to the area, but we aren't putting boots on the ground. I don't know what those airborne soldiers are going to land on, but apparently it isn't ground. They're going to float indefinitely, never ever making physical contact with the floor. Not a good time to call. It's a short-term war. Come Christmas, what? We are still here? Right? We've already declared. Donald Trump's already had his mission accomplished moment where he's like, hey, guys, we did it. They have big fans to fly around. Oh, I didn't know that, Scruffy. I didn't know that. I just know that, like, we could all shit on them, but if the soldiers never actually touch physical ground, then they didn't lie. Let's see what they're saying in Kuwait. In the view of the events the region is going through, which requires setting some rules to ensure the complete safety of citizens and residents, we would like to draw your attention to the following. Are you going to draw our attention to the guy doing sign language? Because I got to say the sign language is confusing. There is no need to shut down or panic in the event of radioactive leaks in neighboring countries. Hold on. What do you mean radioactive leaks in neighboring countries? From what I've been told, they don't have nukes over there. I thought they didn't have nukes over there. Now they do have nukes? Now nukes might leak? Where is the radioactive leak coming from? We're going to start nuking people? Which neighboring country is experiencing this this horrendous radioactive leak that you speak of, sir? I have a lot of questions. Since the nearest reactor, nuclear reactors, is more than 240 kilometers away from the state of Kuwait.
الكويت أكثر من 240 كيلومتر.
And this distance in itself greatly reduces the level of impact of those radioactive leaks.
هذه المسافة في حد ذاتها تقلل جدا من درجة تأثير تلك التسربات الإشعاعية وذلك
because most of them will fall along the way before reaching the borders of the state.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Thank you, I am Walter, subscribing at tier 1. 2 eggs are boiling in a pan. One says, I have a huge crack. The other one says, stop teasing me. I'm not fucking hard yet. They have uranium but can't enrich it for weapons. So they're warning about radioactive leaks from power plants, and they're saying, hey, don't worry, Kuwait. It's not going to affect you. It's not going to be a problem. And thank you for... Where's the cowbell? 50... I put it away. Where's it? There it is. 51 months subscribed. Thank you, I am Walter. Cowbell for you coming in. Moo. Thank you very, very, very much for supporting the program. So yes, we're putting. Don't worry, guys. Like, look, they could blow up the nuclear reactors. There could be horrible fallout, but it won't reach us here because just like viruses and stuff, nuclear radiation totally respects regional boundaries.
لتسقط أغلبها في الطريق قبل الوصول لحدود دولة الكويت.
But to ensure complete safety, the following must be observed. Oh, are we going to get a stop, drop, and roll? Like stop and cover, duck and cover. Are we going to get a duck and cover video? Please tell me we're going to get a Kuwaiti duck and cover video. Like, hey, man, when the bombs go off, just hide under your desk and kiss your ass goodbye. Please tell me you're about to, because we see a person and a couch. Make sure you are safe inside your home and do not leave the house at all. Close windows and doors tightly to prevent those pollutants from entering. Yeah, because radioactive particles totally can't get through door frames or anything else. Damn, I wish I were on with you right now, lulz, says Digger. Right? Duck and cover. It's not our fault, Digger. It's not our fault. It's Discord's. And you're with us in the chat. You're still here. You're with us in the chat. Make sure you have iodine to help deal with nuclear fallout, right? I want them to start doing like, all right, guys, so make sure you have your shelters ready and that you realize you're going to need to stay down there for several years and before you come up. And then when you come up, you will need power armor, and you'll have to avoid some death claws because, quite frankly, there are a lot of them after the war. Duct tape will totally stop the radiation. Well, they didn't even say duct tape. They said close the windows and doors tightly. They didn't even say put, like, blankets on. Just close the doors tightly. Listen to the news from official sources in order to receive the remaining procedures in due course. Right? Because official sources. You can't trust these damn heathens over here telling you're all going to die. We're just saying you'll be fine. Put a blanket over your door. Don't forget to bring your goats inside. I feel like Wild Saffron, that was the first thing they would have done. I've heard wooden doors are good at keeping gas in or out. And you believed them?
للأخبار من مصادرها الرسمية وذلك لتلقي باقي الإجراءات في حين.
All right, so that's the end of it. That's the end of it. That's all we have. Why is this wearing a... Because that's the way they dress over there, Rusty Grammar. It's probably like he'd see you and he'd say, why is this Mo wearing a baseball cap? You know, he'd be confused too. Actually, Johnny, you are supposed to seal all doors and windows with duct tape to keep nuclear fallout from entering those small areas. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Thank you for that information. My more you know button doesn't. There we go. I used my button and it didn't work. You know what?
You're a cunt.
Where's my kitty cam? Oh, the cursor's on the wrong screen. That'll fix it. King Kong Dong, I'm sad that Fallout is going to happen in the Middle East first. Really? We don't have power armor yet, but we're close. I feel like this is what we want. We'll test out the power armor and everything else in the Middle East, get all the kinks and the bugs out. Then we'll come back over here. And then we'll have to deal with, the death claws and all that stuff. Who made the death claws? Was it America or China? I thought they were genetically modified creatures. When your skin starts boiling off your bones, check with authoritative sources for the proper instructions. Right? Takes cocaine nose job to a whole new level with the ghoul look. What if you were like a huge fan of blow and you became a ghoul? So now like coke is good for you, but like you don't really have the sinuses and the nasal cavity to be able to do it. On the other hand, you now have an intake port that's like a fucking Hoover wet dry vac, and you could suck up some schneef like you wouldn't believe. China made them in Alaska, I think. That is what the show seems to be producing, the idea. But it's, yeah, they're fucking crazy. So, death claws. Yay. All right, close that. But yes, we're committing more troops. I think Digger mentioned 5,000 more Marines are being sent, as well as thousands of support workers, which means people that are like construction, whatever. They're all military mechanics, all that stuff. They're all being sent over too. And then no boots on the ground, huh? No boots on the ground. And in other news, also from today, we go to Speaker Mike Johnson of the government.
Still your position?
I think we're wrapping up Operation Epic Fury. That's what I think.
So what? We're wrapping up Operation Epic Fury and beginning what? Operation Epic Epic Letdown? What's the next? Because I thought Epic Fury was this whole big thing. We're going to go in and deal with the problem and be done. It's weird that we're wrapping up Operation Epic Fury by throwing in way more people than we ever said we'd commit to this.
I think it will be done in short order, and that'll be right on schedule. Yes.
Right on schedule. There is no schedule. It's going to be done in short order. We have over 5,000 troops being deployed. That doesn't seem like done in short order. That seems like, and we're doubling down. It's just, here's the thing where people are just like, why don't you believe, the government said this, why don't you believe Trump and them? And like, I don't know, because they keep saying things that keep being wrong. They keep lying to me. It's hard for me to take them seriously when this is what they tell me, but this is what they do. As Scruffy said, that's a lot of crayons. You ain't doing that unless you got a whole book to color, motherfucker. Next is Operation Goy Stand Down, which lets Iran and the Jews destroy each other. Everyone wins. Right? When can we begin Operation Not in Our Country, None of Our Damn Business, and back out of it? Historically white, this admin is more evil than Biden's. I can't say that definitively, but I will say they are definitely a lot closer than I would have ever wanted them to be. Almost positive that they're going to take that Craig Island in the next week. You don't send 5,000 Marines someplace unless you want to K it or get it pregnant. I want Operation H, man. I want Operation Us Not There. Like, and then we blew the shit out of it this summer, and then we came back and we're doing it again, and then it's just going to be a quick thing. We're just going to be done real quick. We're not putting any boots on the ground. We've backpedaled all that stuff. At what point am I no longer beholden or under any sort of burden of proof when I don't believe what you say, because what you say keeps consistently being inaccurate? I feel like that's not a me thing. That's not my fault. I didn't make the world that way. That's the world you put me in, sir. That's the world you strapped me into, Mr. Johnson.
You said a few weeks ago that we are not at war with Iran. Is that still your position?
I think we're wrapping up Operation Epic Fury. That's what I think. I think it will be done in short order. And again,
that's interesting. You said we're not at war with Iran. He didn't address the question. Love that. I think we're wrapping up. So is that war with Iran? Are we at war with Iran? I want these guys to start having to straight answer questions. Fucking douche canoes. I don't care about Iran. I want 100 million foreigners deported. You're not going to get that either, Scruffy. You're not going to get that either, Scruffy. Like, and I'm kind of with you. I want a lot of them out of the thing. Operation Fix Our Country. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Wait a minute. Digger, are you saying you want us to fix your country, or you want us to fix our own country? I don't know. That's why I supported Trump before. I didn't vote, obviously, but like, if I had, that's who I would have voted for. We need to commence Operation Exotic Meats, which will rain down. No, we don't. There's no exotic meats. There's no meat market. These things aren't real. You guys got to let go of this fantasy. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy. Not healthy. Instead, we get Operation F you suckers. Right? That's kind of how I feel, Wild Saffron. It's how I'm feeling now. It's how I'm feeling now. And I know the people that still support the administration are always quick to say whatever, that I'm wrong about this, that, or the other. But I can say this. With the Iran stuff since it started, the administration has been telling me one thing, and it's been consistently not accurate. It's they're the number one cause of terror in the region. I don't unless you're, I'm sorry, Israel's the number one cause of terror in the region. It's not even a joke. They detonated fucking pagers all over the Middle East, hitting all sorts of people in collateral damage to get specific targets. It doesn't matter whether or not they got their targets or what their justification was. They had zero concern about just wounding innocent civilians because, well, that's what we want to do. Like, I'm sorry, that's pretty fucking terrifying. And it wasn't in their own country. No. These are at the open markets and the places that these people frequent in other countries. So other countries have to be worried about this one guy doing shit. Like, that's more terrifying. Scruffy, wait, you're telling me politicians lie? Yeah. Politicians lie. General Patton warned us about them. He got into a car accident, Howard Stark style. Yeah, dude. The military-industrial complex, and let's just say a certain group of people on a certain place, really kind of pulled some fuckery. I would just like to leave the Middle East. That's all I'm saying. Step out of it. Not be involved. I had this, but I don't know that I want to cover that now. It's a first-hour story. We'll save it for tomorrow. It's a rip and read, and we've gotten enough of those. And we've only got about an hour and a half left in the show, so we've got plenty to get into. So I just leave you and select the rest, dumbass. And then do that, and now it's saved for tomorrow. I keep getting distracted by Discord. I look up, and she's in it, and then she's not, and then she's in it, and she's not. And then it just keeps saying awaiting endpoint. Ugh. I'm just going to leave for now. She can let me know when she's back, and I will jump in. Because it is very distracting. Johnny's Exotic Brahmin Steaks. Nope, not a thing. Not a thing. There are no Brahmin steaks. We'll move this like that. Makes my life easier. All right, so let's grab this. Oh, God, this one's going to be fun. We've got an internet post that I thought was kind of fun. I heard I did not know they're still doing protests at the Capitol over ICE. Firstly, ICE, I thought, has left. I don't think they're doing any more crackdown, raid down, book 'em down, Charlie Brown styled stuff. I thought now, we're just working with the cops and handing over illegal immigrants when they get arrested. I thought that was the deal. If I'm wrong, let me know. Now you're not in Discord, apparently. Yeah, I left Discord because I'm getting sick of waiting for endpoint. It just says waiting for endpoint, and you're flashing in and out, and it's distracting me. So that's why I'm not in Discord. It still says waiting for endpoint. So you let me know when you've successfully joined Discord and you're not waiting for endpoint, and I will jump in. But if it's still doing the endpoint thing and you're disconnecting and reconnecting to wait for endpoint, just let me know. We're continuing to investigate impacts to voice connectivity. Yeah. ICE at the airport now, Johnny. Yeah, ICE is at the airport now. I also heard a story that police dogs are apparently biting ICE agents, which is funny. ICE is helping at airports. Yeah, we heard that. That was because of the funding bill that's now suddenly getting passed. Hasn't gone through yet for Homeland Security to fund things like the TSA. But currently, while ICE is at the airports, I've heard the dogs are biting them. So wait a minute. Are people protesting ICE being at the airports? So which would you prefer? That we just shut down air traffic and just shut stuff? And by the way, I'm fine with it. Shut down commerce and air traffic and watch people get pissed and watch them start really getting pissed off at these people that can't fucking get this shit figured out. Digger, I'd love to try a Deathclaw steak. They do look good. And I imagine they've got to be huge, but it's all like, but that's all genetically modified meat, Digger. It's all genetically modified meat. Yeah, we know. Spoiler alert, St. Caesar. I've been talking about it for the last, say, good 30 minutes. Yeah, we're aware Discord is down. Hey, guys, you know why Digger isn't here? Discord is down. It's like living in a Three Stooges bit, you know, when you just, where it's just like, hey, this whole thing's been going on for a while, and you're just walking, you're walking up an escalator that goes down, and you do it for a good 30 minutes, and then the guy at the back goes, hey guys, these stairs are fucking moving. It's like, yeah, we knew that. We knew. In fact, we've been saying that this whole time. This whole time. Like St. Caesar, I don't know if you need to know it or not, but since I checked multiple servers, like not being able to connect to them, and I reported that to you, I feel like I kind of reported to you that Discord was down. Abelgram says Discord is up in my region. Well, that's good for you. It is not up in mine. It is not up in mine or Digger's, apparently. Alrighty. We've got all of those. Ooh, I got the Vince Vaughn thing at the end. So our second hour stuff does have some fun things that we can love to get into. And we are going to go for an hour and a half now, going to 4:30. So we've got about an hour and a half left in the program. Scruffy D's Salty Surprises, our studio sponsor this month. We do the fun, crazy GoFundMe shows where we get a new studio sponsor and we do the Wheel of Torture. I think I have to buy more Marmite. And its next one is April 10th, I believe. Believe it's the 10th. And we have that happening in a couple of weeks. But until then, our studio sponsor is the awesome and amazing Scruffy D's Salty Surprise. It's a delicious treat that you will love to eat. Every single one of these Salty Surprises is made by hand, lovingly, with bulk load batches available. Scruffy D's Salty Surprise. The surprise is, it's delicious. All right, so yes, April 10th for the next one where we change that up. And despite the fact that he wants it, St. Caesar won't get... You're a cunt! They won't be a sponsor. Anyways, so we have a couple of things to get into. Vince Vaughn talking about late night TV. We've got an internet, tweet. God, I couldn't get that. A tweet that's been taking the internet by storm of people laughing at it. And then Digger sent... Fabulous. Thank you. Who was that, Scruffy? Thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. I'm glad you liked it. And she landed, I don't know if you aimed it or not. She landed nice. If you put her down. Fabulous. What are you doing to our studio sponsor, you British whore? All right. More Marmite. I'll say this about Marmite, St. Caesar. It's way too salty and very, very gross by itself, but a small amount of it added to a beef base for stew or mostly just for stew. It's really nice. It adds a nice little punch. But a little, and I mean this, a little goes a long way. And those like, hey, eat a teaspoon of it stuff, not good. I hurled last time. Abel Graham saying, yep, voice chat endpoints are down. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. We are out Dunskies on the voice chat for Discord at the moment. Unfortunately, I am not happy about it. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We had an RCMP story. I don't really want to do that without Digger. That one we'll save for when Digger is here, and I'll cut that out. That was number 2, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. All right, we'll just leave that shit alone. So we've got a couple of different things to talk about. NASA's talking about a moon base. Interesting tax bracket stuff happening in Massachusetts and a couple of different things. This first thing here, the internet can't make up its mind about this tweet over whether or not the dude that tweeted this is based or freak out. Seeing black ICE agents doesn't sit right with my spirit. I don't know, man. I think, honestly, if you see 3 people like this that are ICE agents, maybe you should realize that many people have many different opinions. Maybe they don't think as highly of illegal immigration as you do. Why does it not sit right with your spirit? Because they're employed? Next, you're going to tell me that he's a loving husband and father. Like, yeah, dude, not everyone has to be a stereotype, okay? If they were in jumps, what are you saying? You need to see them arrested by ICE agents? McMonsterly, do you have blurbs on Rumble? Says McMonsterly. I'll look into blurbs on Rumble. Hey there, Discord voice chat booted me from the show. Yeah, I think it's the same platform that provides bits for Twitch. Okay, I'll look into that, because if it provides bits for Twitch and somehow Twitch and Rumble can have like some crossover stuff, if people on Rumble could do the stickers and stuff, that'd be great. I'd love them to have on-screen interaction that still keeps the chat from being involved, but that'd be fun. They're actually working. I mean, what doesn't sit right with you? Like, I get it. You don't like ICE agents, but just because they're black and they're ICE agents doesn't mean they're horrible people. Again, this to me is an eye-opening experience that maybe, if you see people of color and they can't perform a role just because of their skin color, I think you need to start asking yourself, seriously, how fucking racist are you? How racist are you? It's not okay. It's not okay. So, yes, the internet can't make up their mind about that. And then people are responding to it. Oh, dear Lord. So they can't make up their mind whether that person is woke or based. It really does straddle the line. Scruffy, the TV told me to hate him. I saw something on TikTok that said that the ICE agents look embarrassed without a mask. I don't know, that last picture we had, they didn't look embarrassed. They just looked bored. They looked bored. And like I said, from what I understand, I've heard multiple reports that police dogs have been biting ICE agents. Which is weird. So now we're getting cop-on-cop violence. What happens when a police dog bites an ICE agent? Can the ICE agent defend himself from the dog? Does the dog get a citation? Does the dog get reprimanded with suspension without kibbles and bits? What's the deal for the dog? They better not put the dog down, because the dog is taught to bite plenty of people. So it's not like the biting thing is a problem with the dog. You guys trained him. Scruffy saying, take it to HR. Thank you for the 25 bits, Nucleatic Gaming. And Dojo replaces Discord. I don't know what Dojo is. I just started streaming to Twitch. I can't figure out. Maybe it's time to move to Dojo. I don't know what Dojo is. Are we shocked the dog bit the tiger? Well, that's not those three in that photo. I don't know who the dogs have been biting, Scruffy. That is an assumption. But if what you say is true, no, not at all. If you train them a certain way... See, it's not even that the police train them. It's just that they're always going after. It's not that the dog is racist. It's just that his eyes work and he draws some conclusions. No! It's all wrong. Don't say that. That's horrible. That's bad and you should feel bad. Speaking of dogs, I appreciate that, Los Federales, but you always link stuff and link stuff and link stuff. We'll play stuff if we want. I'll click it. And just, what is this? Nothing to do with it. All right. If they smell like tacos or fried chicken, get them, says Scruffy. Seems insensitive. That seems insensitive. Police dogs biting black ICE agents. That would be hilarious, Wild Saffron. If police dogs are biting black ICE agents. I have not heard. In fact, let's look up the story if we can find some actual facts on this. Police dogs biting ICE agents. Oh, wow. I typed biting ICE agents. They said ICE agents at the... 2 police dogs... Watch as unmasked ICE agents get hounded, huh? All right, that dude's just running. Oh, no. No, this is... That's... Where are the dogs? Oh, these are people following. I want attacked by dogs, you idiot. All right, something went wrong. Please try again later. Now I can't find a link to this story. 2 police dogs at 2 separate airports have reportedly bitten ICE agents today. I don't have a... Yeah, I don't have an actual... ICE agent spotted. I've got nothing about the dogs. Wait. Another Facebook post. I want a real news story about this. An anti-ICE agitator. Yeah, I don't have... This sounds like it's fake. That's sad. I hate that. I hate that when people do that. Did you hear this? And they tell you a thing that they like and they believe, and it makes their day. And then you look into it, and it's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go back to that person and be like, by the way, turns out your story was totally bogus. I looked it up. There's no reports, no incident. Every single mention of it is some asshole on Twitter. It's just, you might as well count every meme in there as a legit story. It's a shame. It's better to be inside the airport. The libtards who protest ICE can't get inside unless they have a boarding pass. Los Fires, I understand, Johnny. It's because I'm black. I will never send a clip again. No, you just always send clips of like, here, play this clip. Here, play this clip. And then you go on other shows and go, Johnny wouldn't play my clip. It's like, yeah, because this isn't the Los Federales play all of his clip show. Like, most of the time, it's like, if you send in money and stuff, we'll look into it or whatever. It's just... I prep a show and I do a show and we can get on tangents or whatever, but just, speaking of dogs, play this clip. It's a clip of a lady barking like a dog. No. It's just play this clip. It's not a... You want to play clips, then run your own show. It's weird. And like I said, I've watched that person call me out on other people's shows to go, he didn't play my clip, he wouldn't play it. It's like, right, because I don't just play everybody's clip. Just because you send me a clip doesn't mean I'm going to play it. That's the perk of being in charge. Then give everyone their own channel. They even gave me one. Yeah, dude, it's not hard. It's not hard. You can do it. So yeah, don't worry. It has nothing to do with you being black. That's just a perk. The fact is, I wasn't going to play it whether you were white or black. It's a contrary thing. You see what I'm saying? Look, I don't mind that you want to associate like that. Like I'm saying, like we could have said that was the reason before, but I already wasn't going to do it. So just, don't give me credit I haven't earned yet. I could only find a story where a Minnesotan rioter bit the finger of an ICE agent. Right, I can't find any actual story of this. I'm finding a whole bunch, the same kind of people that'll report, Donald Trump's taking out all the lizard people and the black hats. Like, right, you can hear that all day long, but give me a news story that says something about this, that, or the other, and we don't have it. I don't even have a real raw news site, like, kind of deal for this one. I just have a loosening chair that I've got to figure out a way to tighten this stupid fucking... Thank you. Who was that, Scruffy? Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you to the 100 bits. They gave me one. Big mistake. Aw. I mean, they gave me one. I guess you could argue that was a mistake. Thank you for the 100 bits. We're going for another hour and a half. We have a couple other things to talk about. What was the next one? This one. Yeah. All right. So I really want this to be aired. Whoever runs against Gavin Newsom, because he's not running for president. Fuck you. Yeah, he is. Whoever runs against Gavin Newsom, whether they're Democrats, Republicans, whatever, everybody that's his opponent should play this as his ad, or as his or her ad for why not to vote for Gavin Newsom.
Guys vote for Gavin Newsom in 2028.
I vote for him because he got me released from coming home from a life sentence.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So he didn't hold me back. He didn't hold me back. He signed off saying I'm fit for society. So yes, I would vote for Gavin Newsom.
I would probably vote.
Hold up. All right. So this is Nick Shirley, who I don't really care for, but he's doing an on the street interview with this guy. Here's my question. If you're going to talk to him and he's going to, why can't the two of you just fucking stop walking? I'm going to walk backwards while you speak to me. If you're too busy to do this interview because you got places to be, then stop doing the interview. If you want to do the interview, stop fucking walking. Pick one. I hate this weird shit. Seems like you don't give a fuck. All right.
Gavin Newsom too, if I were you then. And what'd he do for you then? Or what were you locked up for? If you don't mind me asking.
I was locked up for murder, carjacking, and robbery.
How would you guys vote for?
I was locked up for murder, carjacking, and robbery. So are you saying you didn't released from a life sentence? Right? He's done murder, carjacking, and robbery to the point where the judicial system went, you know what? Your overall effect on society isn't okay, so we're locking you up. Gavin Newsom got him free. Good for you. I want politicians that start doing that stuff for it to be on them. Like the next time that that guy commits a crime and gets arrested and punished for it, Gavin Newsom does half of whatever sentence he gets. So if that guy gets 6 years, Gavin Newsom has to serve 3 as well. Dang. So yeah, I hope both of them trip and fall. That's the way I'm saying. Los Ferrois, peace. All right. Okay. Sorry you're so upset about that. It's my show. Here's a clip. Play a clip. Play a clip. I bust other people's balls for it. I can't bust yours. Oh, I'm sorry. And you're a mod. This is okay. Sorry that it's getting to you that much. Peace, Johnny. We do this for money, donation, support. You throw a lot of those things in, I give you a lot more leeway. But if you just show up all the time, you're allowed to be here. But if I'm going to bust St. Caesar's balls for showing up all the time and linking stuff when I don't ask for it, guess what happens when you keep doing it? Especially when you choose to call me out on other shows about it. Like when you got to bring that drama in there. Like then, all right, well, then I'm going to remember you more. And when you keep linking shit, I'm going to call you out on it. But as you said, peace. Yeah. Well, don't worry, King Kong Dong. He left. 90% now, I ask if you want the link. I learned. Yeah, and here's the thing. 90% of the time, I don't even want the link. Like, I don't want people to pull up other content and just pull up clips of other people's stuff. When they send me money, there's a certain amount of obligation that I feel. But like Scruffy said, thin-skinned, because no offense, like I said, I bust your balls all the time, St. Caesar. And so if I'm busting your balls, it's only fair I bust everybody else's. People bust my balls. I'm all for, if we shit on people, then we can get shit on. Vice versa. It goes around, but whatever. Whatever. Boom. Oh, wait. We weren't on there. We were over there. Okay, so close that out. Close that out. And Dunsky. You bust them all right, Johnny. Mm-hmm. All right, so NASA's announcing a series of transformative applications to turn the moon into a base, and we're apparently going into space. NASA's committed to achieving the near impossible and returning to the moon before. Why is it near impossible? This is where I'm kind of with Digger. I just always assumed we weren't there because we just weren't trying, not that it was impossible. Open link in new tab. And open this one in new tab. So we're launching, and then America will never give up the moon again. Okay. We gave up the moon.
When it comes to Mars, everyone thought we were crazy.
Yeah, because you kind of were.
But sometimes, that's what it takes.
Right, guys? Just gotta be crazy. Don't question it.
We're making science fiction reality. Writing the next chapters in the story of Mars exploration.
Right, because we're going to have people standing on top of this clip. No offense, why would you climb up there? It's scenic, it looks like a movie. Better surveil spots here and here. How did you get up there? I don't see any climbing equipment or any rope.
It doesn't happen.
I'm going to say that this person wasn't on Mars.
Overnight. Getting there is never easy.
The first powered flight by an aircraft on another planet.
It takes courage. Creativity.
Wait. You got there in the 60s. Didn't you know how impossible? Now, like it was fake. Right? It seems weird that it's nigh impossible now.
It takes a legacy of daring, mighty things. Of failing.
Come on. Listen, hear me out.
And picking ourselves
All right, so this is just a propaganda ad?
Back up. We've been here before. Decades of success.
Rusty Grammar. I'm not going to say this one. Actually, fuck it. I will say it. He wants me to do his content. He wants me to do his content, and I've gotten kind of tired of the Los Federales. Play this clip. Play this clip. Play this clip. You're talking about this. Play this clip. I don't need a producer, and I don't need someone to suggest me to play clips. Play clips. Play clips. When I run out of stuff, I ask if anybody has stuff they want to go. We cover that, and so that's what his deal is. His deal is. He wants me to play all of his content every time he shares it. And I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna. And if you pay money on other people's show, just go, Johnny won't play this clip. And it's like, yeah, because it's not the Play Los Federales clip show. This is spoof of Transformers movie where they went to space, is it not? No, this is actual Jet Propulsion Laboratory footage. I'd say in the movie, they probably used footage like this as stock footage. But
building the future isn't for everyone.
All right, I don't want to watch this ad anymore. I thought this was about the Starship stuff they were talking about.
It's written in our DNA.
Where's the All right, it's just showing shit. I want the Starship thing. That was supposed to be about the new spaceship they're building. Nuclear-powered propulsion. Yeah, that's not really what we're talking about. Jared Isaacman announces plans to build a permanent U.S. base on the moon.
Partner commitments to support surface and other program objectives. It's worth pointing out that shifting NASA workforce priority to the surface, which has lots of advantages for safety, tech demonstration, and science, it's really the proving ground for future Mars initiatives, does not preclude revisiting the orbital outpost in the future. We will build the moon base in 3 phases. Phase 1 endeavors to support industry by moving from infrequent, bespoke efforts to a templated approach that will generate significant learning through experimentation. We will dramatically expand lunar landings through the CLIPS and the LTV program, delivering rovers, instruments, and technology payloads that test mobility, power systems, such as working with international partners and industry on the production of RUs and RTGs, communications, navigation, surface operations, and all the science payload that can be incorporated. Phase 2 transitions from experimentation to semi-habitable infrastructure and routine logistics with the aim of supporting regular astronaut operations on the surface. It's at this point we anticipate seeing the significant contributions from our great partners like JAXA's pressurized rover. Phase 3 takes advantage of the Affordable Mass-to-Surface capability.
For some reason, I thought I was about to say Affordable Care Act. Like, why is the Affordable Care Act on the moon?
That Cargo HLS will inevitably provide in the years ahead.
Jesus Christ. Are his ears, do they double as, like, landing parachutes? Good Lord. Imagine the wind resistance on those dumbbell sidearms, man. Jesus Christ. I've seen fucking windows that have smaller fucking, what are the blinds on them than this? Jesus.
And enables the permanent infrastructure necessary to sustain a human
Mickey Mouse wants his ears back.
presence, such as Italy's proposed habitation module. The moon base will not appear overnight.
It'd be scary if it did, because then why have we waited so long?
We will invest approximately $20 billion over the next 7 years.
Wow, Zephyr, look at those ears. Wow, right? I don't know if you caught it before me, but that's crazy.
Through dozens of missions, working together with commercial and international partners towards a deliberate and achievable plan. Just as there was Mercury and Gemini before Apollo, there will be an evolutionary path to building humanity's first permanent surface outpost beyond Earth. And we will take the world along with us as they follow along on the NASA Moonbase website and watch the assembly through lunar relay and observation satellites.
All right. So you're going to have robots build the stuff. So we can launch the stuff there, but we can't get people there. Why is it so hard to get people back? NASA unveiled the Moonfall lunar drone for site surveillance and terrain surveillance. Each drone is capable of multiple 50-kilometer propulsive hops. So they land, they got little ladders on them, and so they're going to be able to hop to survey an area, and then they just what? They land? So their idea is what? To give us a more detailed map of where... By the way, how do we park a moon base? Doesn't that thing eat like asteroids like crazy? Did he say Gemini? Like the cricket? Radiation belt around the planet. Machines won't die from radiation poisoning. Okay. And so then they can all come together in one spot and build a base. I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. We're supposed to just go build a base on the moon, huh? It's going to be fine. We'll just build it. Here's the SR-1 Freedom. This is the one I wanted. I thought the first video was about the SR-1 Freedom. Apparently, we're building a propulsion, like a nuclear electric powered propulsion system, up to 48 kilowatt advanced electric propulsion system. High rate direct to Earth communications. Okay. High performance lightweight composite and titanium heat rejection system. Okay. advanced closed Brayton cycle power conversion system, and a 20 kilowatt reactor with H2 fuel heat pipe thermal transfer. So where do the people sit? Is this to send people? How, like, this is our spaceship? This is our big, we're super advanced race traveling through space. This is our spaceship. It looks kind of hodgepodge, a bit like a after-school science fair project. I'm not sure how comfortable I am with this. Is our best, this is the best we got. This is the best we got. And I don't have any idea what do the people just hang. Why do we need a high rate direct to earth communication systems if there's nobody to talk to? Like, what are we doing? They've been dropping stuff on the moon for a few years already, building supplies and important artworks, a copy of the Constitution, not even there yet, and we're already littering, says Digger. Oh, a copy of the Constitution and important artwork. So in other words, everything we got from the Nazis that they stole from around, we just put it all on the moon. I did not know we were shipping shit to the moon. I don't want to entertain. I want to be entertained. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. And I'm on a roll, whether it's tied into, and this is the other thing that I keep explaining to people. People are like, this ties in. It's so funny. And you can only fall for that bit so many times before you go, yeah, it's not though. H-Man signed portraits are up there, says King Kong Tom. All of the great artworks, you know, the ones Hitler made before the war. All right. And here's the thing, Scruffy. I know that's not true because there's no way the Jews that set up all those space missions would do that shit. Right? They're not going to do it. They're not going to make sure that Hitler's works survive throughout the ages. And they're the ones that are busy creating the shit and running the accounts that pay for all the shit they're creating, doing it all, subverting our government to get it done under the radar in, you know, off the books. So they're not going to go through all of that work to save his paintings. But ironically enough, a signed copy of Anne Frank is up there. What do you mean signed? She, right? Or did she? Oh. Now I just want to tell somebody, I know Anne Frank is alive. I've got a signed copy of her book. According to the way it was written. What happened to all the Nazi gold, Mr. Steinberg? No idea. Went to the moon. Where is this story? All right, so we have how much time? We got about an hour left in the show. We're moving through our first hour stories, or second hour stories, excuse me. We're moving through the second hour stories, doing a thing. So this next one that we're talking about is the tax brackets. I am not surprised, no matter how many states do it. Every single one does not learn the lessons of the past when they start going after the wealthiest people in the state, and then they watch the wealthiest people in the state leave. Happened in California to the point where California wants reparations on its former tax-bearing residents. And then it's happened in, like, New York. It's happened in Minnesota. It's happened in a variety of states, much to the benefit of Texas and Florida. And now Massachusetts is joining the list, going jolly gee willikers. We went after, we started imposing all of these wonderful things that people said they wanted, and we started taxing the shit out of the top tax bracket to pay for it. And you know what those wealthy people could do, because I guess they could afford to? They moved. And that's the thing. They keep moving, which is why I don't understand the people. Like, I understand the poor people and the people that benefit from the programs. I understand you voting for the institutionalization of these programs. The rich people, though, I really hope you don't. I really despise the people that are like, I support this program that helps feed wayward homeless immigrants. It's like, right, but you're paying for it. Well, then I guess I'm leaving this state. And it's a thing we've seen time and time again. And when they move to these other states, they bring those policies with them. It's like, no, you don't want to pay for those policies. Stop endorsing them. I'm not saying endorsing them is right or wrong. I'm saying you don't want to pay for them. Stop endorsing them. Like, I want every person that's like, I support this, I support that. Then it's on you. Then when it comes out of taxes, it's on you. And you don't get to pick up stakes and move because you decide that you're being overtaxed. Like, no, you support that shit. Tax the dumb Democrats who vote blue no matter who. Right, but then they move to other states, and that's my point. My point is, when you're one of those vote blue no matter who people, you don't get to go, well, they're really coming after my income, and so I'm going to move where I get to keep more of my money. You don't get to pull that. You supported these things happening. Thank you to the gifted subscription from Abel Graham over on Rumble. Everything we make on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble goes into the show's goals and keeps knocking it down. And if we have to take a day off, we move the goal forward. We don't charge you for that stuff. And our show goal is currently at $60 on April 1st. Everything we got on Twitch and Rumble today will count down for that tomorrow. But we haven't had anything on YouTube. Otherwise, we'd have that counting off directly. And PayPal and Venmo count off directly. Those are also available options to you, as does every merch site order we get immediately just counts off the goal. So thank you for that subscription over there on Rumble. Cowbell coming in for Wild Saffron, gifted that membership by Abel Graham. Moo. Thank you very much. All right, so let's go over to this again. People in Maine. Oh, not Maine. Well, Massachusetts. Massachusetts? No, Massachusetts. That's a different state. Fuck off. I was wrong. Not Maine. Massachusetts. They both began with an M. I forgot. Massachusetts. They imposed an extra 4% tax on income over $1 million. And since 2023, when they did that, residents exiting Massachusetts took a net worth of $4.2 billion in adjusted gross income with them in 2023, one of the largest totals in the country after a tax on millionaires took effect. So the amount was an 8% year-over-year increase, according to the IRS. Even as the total number of taxpayers leaving the state slowed, this was just the first year that residents were subjected to a 4% surtax on incomes over $1 million after voters approved the levy in a 2022 to fund schools and transportation. So again, in 2022, everybody was for this. It got instituted. The minute the rich people had to bite the bullet, they bailed. I want that to not be a thing. You should be locked into a state when you vote for policies like this, but then you decide to skip on the check? No. You were fine with it when it was proposed. You were fine with what they said they wanted to do. You were on it too. You don't get to walk away. There's plenty of people who might not have supported these policies or opinions from the beginning, and now they have to sit there and eat it? No. My stupid state. We had a multi-billion-dollar surplus before DEI Healy. Then she spent it on illegals and cries poor. Yeah, we're doing the same thing here in Minnesota. And I would say that we didn't have that happening before Tim Walz. But the truth of the matter is, part of the reason I dislike Tim Walz so much is because he is so much of every other politician we've had in Minnesota. And I dislike them, and I feel all of them should have been held accountable for their bullshit. But none of that's happening, which is why if I were a rich person, if I were a rich man, I'd move the fuck out of Minnesota. If I could afford to fly my daughter in every weekend, if I could afford. All right, let's go ahead and see what the Massachusetts news thing is on this. All right, so they even said it on Fox News here, so we'll play this. This is just a short clip.
How much money did they take with them?
So we're talking about 2023 because that's when this tax took effect. And in that same year, the state lost 41,000 residents, and with them, they took $4.2 billion in adjusted gross income. The amount of income lost was an 8% increase year over year.
So yeah, how's that make all the rich people pay for it? And this is my problem with, again, it's not the programs themselves. It's my problem with you want to propose the programs, we don't have any way to pay for them. We'll tax the rich. Right. They'll just sit there and let you do that. They have the ability to lobby and go against you and find ways to skirt the system, and they'll use their money to do that. Where is Robin Hood when you need him to steal from the rich and give to the poor? There's no such thing. Like even the Robin Hood of the steal from the rich, give to the poor, that legend isn't real. There was a guy, Robin of Locksley. He might have stood up to the government. I don't think he was really handing out alms for the poor. It's another one of those fairy tales that society keeps telling you to make you think, oh, but if shit gets really bad, somebody will help out. Scruffy, stop trying to spend other people's money. More importantly, I want people to stop voting for programs that spend other people's money and realize the other people that have the money that you want to spend are just going to leave if you keep doing that. If you keep doing that. What is it? Plug the merch site and make my lemon pound cake, baby. Well, the merch site is streamlabs.com/justkiddingllc/merch. Let's click that. And that takes you over to our lovely website as it loads here. We've got a variety of things available on the merch site. We've got the Digger hoodie or toque. We've got the shirt, the cup, the shirt, all of these lovely products right here available for you, powered by Streamlabs. Got the badges. I need to get another badge. I want to get that. I think I have. Do I have the Digger badge or do I have the Johnny badge? I have one of the badges here. Oh, I have the Digger Lover in white. I have the Digger Lover in white. So I've got to get the I have the Digger Lover in white badge. I got to get the white Johnny badge and put them on my hoodie that I'm actually wearing right now. I'm wearing the hoodie. So all of this is available at the merch site. It's I didn't put the links in the chats today because I forgot to do that with getting a late start. Holy shit, Johnny. There's all the links in the chat. Pin this message. Venmo, PayPal, Streamlabs, it's all there. And we'll pin that. And I got to go over there and Control V, enter, and pin that. There we go. Oh my God! Thank you for the recipe. I couldn't find a recipe yesterday, and I that didn't need milk or sour cream. She really wants that lemon pound cake too. She is thirsting for that lemon pound cake. We've got about an hour left of the program. Let's do a quick check and see if do we get an endpoint when we jump in. Nope. Still don't. Discord's out. All righty. So, Balls Deep merch. Yes, that is the merch. Johnny, it's so nice outside. You should go for a walk later, says King Kong Dog. I can't really do that. I did go out today, though, and I had the window down, and you're right. It is nice outside. It is very comfortable outside. I'm glad I didn't wear my jacket. Didn't need it. Didn't need the jacket. Didn't need just the hoodie. That's all I needed to get around through the day. It was very, very nice. Saving that for later. The Vince Vaughn thing, and that's the merch store. So let's move the merch store over here. It's a shame it's called Wednesday with Digger, and she's not on most of the show because of, again, Discord. The dicks. I forgot the salt and the baking powder. Yeah. Still turned out great. That's good. Good. Triple sec can be substituted for another teaspoon of lemon juice, by the way. Well, that's good to know. Good to know. And she's grateful to have that recipe. All right, so let's get on to that. I don't want to cover, so we're going to just ditch it. Let's get to this one. Vince Vaughn was on a podcast with, what's his fucking name now? Theo Vaughn. Vince Vaughn was on with Theo Vaughn. And I don't know if Vince Vaughn and Theo Vaughn bear any relation, but so Vaughn on Vaughn podcasting was happening. And Vince Vaughn said something I thought was very interesting. My problem is I feel like, and I understand why and everything, but like he said it in the wrong space. Like he said it in an echo chamber when it needs to be said in a counter chamber, if you will. Vaughn versus Vaughn, right? I could always go out for a limp instead, says Balls Deep. Thank you for the $2 over there on YouTube. Let's go ahead and count that up. That all adds up over time. Let's save that right there. Thank you very much. Did they talk about Lindsey Vonn? I don't think they talked about Lindsey Vonn. Theodore Capitini von Kernatowski III. Who the fuck is that? So it's not just Discord. Great. I thank you for letting me know that Amazon AWS servers are down too. I assumed that the outage was due to Discord servers, whichever ones they use. So anyone using the same servers, but thanks, I guess. Whatever. Socialism 101. If everyone in class gets a C, to make it fair, the F kids never tried or cared, and now the A kids quit putting forth effort because they just get a C anyhow. It's a shit system. Which system are we talking about? Yeah, it's what we were talking about. Yeah. But in the case of the taxes thing, like I said, my problem isn't that they're instituting these taxes or whatever. My problem is that time and time again in these areas, these referendums and stuff get approved. Nobody gives a shit. But when it comes to bite their wallet, a lot of people that voted for it go, well, I guess I'm just going to move to where taxes are better. It's like, yeah, you kept supporting programs that raise taxes for everyone. Everyone means you. Everybody has the not in my backyard mentality. We want all these social programs. All these social programs are great. How are we going to pay for them? As long as it's not me, I don't care. Well, it is you. Well, then I guess I'm going to move. We want to bring in all these people from all these other countries. We want to be so respectful because it's so racist to think third world people. Like, no. We don't want them in this country because we can't afford to have them here. We have too many people here to take care of. So, social programs for my people are fine. Right? Social programs for my people are fine, but I don't want to be burdened with the price point of it too much. I just want the government to pay for the stuff. With what money? Paying for everyone else? Fuck no. Here's my thing. There's a lot of things we could pay for if we stopped giving so much money to so many other things. Like if the military-industrial complex was held to accountable, if checkbooks were balanced, if things like spending money so your budget doesn't get shrunk counted against you, like that kind of stuff. St. Aaron, your people? What do you mean, your people? Coming here for handouts. The worst problem is King Kong Dong. I don't fault them for coming here for handouts. If someone's going to offer you a handout and you're going to take it, you're not a piece of shit. The guy offering the handout is. And the problem is the people offering the handout are people in the government that want votes. And so it doesn't matter that they don't come here and contribute and they just use the social service systems. It matters that they're a huge voting bloc. And then when it goes even further, that not only are they using the social services and systems, they're defrauding them. Again, we won't do anything about it. We won't call it out. We won't persecute it because they're a huge voting bloc. Like a changes the demographics of the state voting bloc. The owner of the company that I work for literally bought a place in Florida to live at for 3 months so he doesn't have to pay income tax. And that paid for his house in the Florida Keys by not paying taxes for 10 years. How does the company you work for bought a place in Florida to live at for 3 months? So he's there for 3 months, but he doesn't pay income tax? I have so many questions. It doesn't matter, but 10 years. What? You know what? Whatever. I don't have enough information to go off of, but good for you. Good for him. Glad that worked out for him. Wish I could do it. Sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a good plan. The government is great at wasting money on useless shit. And there's a lot of places where, I'm sorry, the government has proven that you don't get to decide whether you get more money or not based on whether or not you spent everything you had. That is such a BS metric. Assuming it's his primary residence, there's no state income tax in Florida. Right, so all of his income and all of his stuff just goes through Florida bank accounts, and he lives there, 3 months out of the year? Like, he retires there every winter and then comes back like a snowbird? And it's just, again, you know what? Too many questions to really get into. It didn't really want to do a breakdown of everybody's little way of out-taxing or avoiding taxes on the government. And we were talking about Theo Vaughn and Vince Vaughn, talking about Jimmy Kimmel. Now, we're not going to do the transcription. We're going to do the whole clip.
Why?
We'll go to that. Matthew Q. Nope, you were correct. All right. The government prosecuting people for using their own resources to fix potholes in the road that the government didn't fix just so their teeth don't fall out driving to work is beyond fucked up. Where is that happening? Where is that happening? I'd like to know. The only person I know of that covered a pothole without government approval was Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he covered up a place that they were doing actual road work, like they dug a hole to do road work. What tangent? He hasn't been here. Stop getting us off on tangents. God damn it. I'm so confused. Thought I knew where we were going. All right. Well, if AWL is being attacked or whatever, then or down, then probably won't be fixed anytime. I know he's not here, so we can blame him. Oh, fair enough. He might not take that well. All right. I hope so. It's fucking relax. Domino's Pizza did it. Oh, God damn it, Domino's. Let's go to Theo. By the way, this is a lot of a Celsius and an iced tea. It's a lot of beverage stuff. You should just have some water, sir. I suppose when your leg's working, you can go up and use the bathroom whenever you want. It's probably not a big deal. But it just seems like you're loading yourself up with a lot. I don't know how long your show is, but whatevs. Anyways, Theo Vaughn, Vince Vaughn, talking about TV and late night television.
Why a lot of the late shows have struggled.
Oh,
because
bro.
all they did during
Bro.
the only person they could make fun of at a
Bro.
certain point was just like white.
I don't know why, but Vince Vaughn going, oh, bro, is making me feel old. It's like seeing a guy. Oh. Let's see. Up now, it's going to reload because I went back. Screw you, X. Let's go back over here and watch on X. This is why you never play it through these things. Boom.
Did during like
seeing a guy this age go, bro, is very unsettling. It's very, very unsettling. Don't say you're not a bro. Oh, dude, is that a Theo Vaughn like wrestling figure? Cool, but dude, you don't bro.
Oh, all they did, the only person they could make fun of at a certain point was just like white redneck kind of people, and it fucking and then everything
It's still all they can make fun of. I don't know if you know this or not, but they haven't learned to lean into making fun of everybody. They're just on white redneck dudes.
Tanked after that.
Think about that. But see, they never get it right.
Scruffy, holy fuck, he's old now. Right? It's been a long time since Swingers and what was the Wedding Crashers and all those movies. Like, it's weird to see him. And then when he's like, bro, like, and you've seen his hairline recede over time, but he's keeping the same haircut. It's strange. Dodgeball 2 is going to be interesting. I don't think there's a Dodgeball 2. I certainly hope there isn't a Dodgeball 2. Dodgeball was fine the way it was as a one-off. The same way there shouldn't be a Kung Fury 2. Like the ping pong ball game. That's done. Or Balls of Fury. It wasn't called Kung Fury. I'm thinking of that other thing. Balls of Fury. There shouldn't be a Balls of Fury 2. There is. It's in the works. It's going to suck. Dodgeball 2, Escape the Retirement Home. Matthew Q, comb forward, not back. It's too late. He's leaned into the comb back look.
The podcasts have gotten so much more popular with less production, less writers, less staff. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
reason why
we have two
is,
people working here, and both of them are hungover. That one guy has shingles.
but the place is
Two people working here. Both of them are hung over, and that one guy has shingles. Heard they're remaking the Rowdy Roddy Piper movie. They Live. Well, I don't need to see that.
clean. I like that. You keep a clean place.
Thank you. Yeah, we did a vacuum.
But yeah, because people want authenticity.
Yeah.
And I think that the talk shows, to a large part, became really agenda based.
Yeah.
They were going to evangelical people to what they thought. You know what I mean? And so people just
Evangelize. They spelt it right, evangelize, but he said evangelical. I like that they spelt it wrong, but he spoke a typo.
just rejected it because it didn't feel authentic. It felt like they had an agenda.
Because they do. On all of them, even on Gutfeld's thing, they have an agenda. It's obvious.
Stopped being funny, and it started feeling like I was in fucking a class I didn't want to take. But if you look at what happened to the talk shows and why their ratings are low, it's got only to do with the fact of what you just said, which is they all became the same show.
Yeah.
Right, but the fact that you guys come here to say that in a place where people already believe that means that nothing will change. You need to sit down on Jimmy Kimmel and tell him the reason why your ratings suck and why your show sucks is because you lost your fucking balls. You closed the door behind you on comedy and on the way you got here, and you said anyone that does that is wrong, and you picked up the, oh, we only make fun of the one group of people we're allowed to make fun of because any other type of comedy is insulting, insensitive, racist, misogynistic, and we can't do it. So, but we have to leave the one group that we're okay on picking on because if they start defending themselves, they're just being uber masculine.
And they all became so about their politics and who's good and who's bad. And it's like, imagine sitting next to someone like that on a fucking plane.
Oh,
bro, you'd be like, how do I get?
All right, so I'm sorry. I want to know. This is a good interview and everything, but what about Theo Vaughn is so, oh my God? Because I haven't seen anything stand up as anything this way that I'm like, oh my God, Theo Vaughn. People love Theo Vaughn. I didn't understand. They wouldn't air the show. You're right, they wouldn't air the show. But my point is, until you get guests routinely doing that to the host, like late night TV is still going to suck.
Out of this fucking seat.
I would fart right next to
Holy
them.
cow.
Yeah.
You fart your way out of it.
Yeah, dude, I would. Oh, I would for sure. And I'm
fucking
sorry.
Skunk, you know the
bro,
skunk's the king of the jungle.
Skunk is not the king of the jungle. I don't know that there are skunks in the jungle. I don't think you know what? I'm going to say pressing X to doubt on Vince Vaughn's factoid of skunks are the king of the jungle. Comedy got so woke that anyone who wasn't woke became popular, hence Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn had the Costco guys on. He's retarded. I didn't know that. Using your resources to fix potholes. Canadian man. The pothole story. All right. 22-year-old Canadian man John McHugh took it upon himself to fill potholes with the sign, I filled the potholes, pay me instead of your taxes. Drivers gave him cash, coffee, and joints for filling in the potholes. I'm actually kind of all for this. The story originally published on March 27th. For pot for filling in potholes seems like a decent trade, says a 22-year-old man in Stellarton, NS. I don't know where NS is. North Shore? Joints in addition to cash and coffee are among some of the ways the drivers thanked John McHugh for his work. For the past couple of days, much to the dismay of authorities who have warned him to leave the job to the professionals, McHugh has been out with his snow shovel, moving gravel and fill from ditches to patch up potholes along a Westville road. I did have the town police come, McHugh said during an interview with CBC's Main Street on Tuesday. The RCMP came and the Department of Transportation came. They kind of threatened me with charges. McHugh said he got the idea to start filling the potholes along the Westville road after hitting a big one while driving with his mother. But he said the authorities have told him he's impeding traffic. I've hitchhiked for years and I've been around highways with much faster cars going much closer, he said. I know how to be safe around a vehicle in motion. Oh, dude, I love the sign. I filled the potholes. Pay me instead of your taxes. Said he was on the Westville Road filling in more potholes. He said he was feeling a little more sore from the work. The pothole situation on the road is much better than it was a few days ago, McHugh said. He said some of the holes were quite deep. There was one story a couple weeks ago where a car was driving through it, nailed one of the biggest potholes here, and it ripped the axle right off the car, said McHugh. He said people have been giving him donations of cash, coffee, and cannabis for his efforts. Yep, I'm getting definitely a lot of tips. I've had a couple of people give me some joints, too, which is pretty nice, he said. McHugh said he's starting a new job out west in 2 months and said he would like to use some of the money he's made filling in the potholes toward living expenses like food. I'm probably going to buy some weed with it. Not going to lie. Well, bravo. Way to buy weed. Happy Gilmore 2 shouldn't have happened. Don't make a sequel of Norm without Norm. No Dirty Work 2, no Billy Madison 2. You can't do Dirty Work without Norm. And was Norm in Happy Gilmore 2? I would hope not. Opening some new flower right now, says Abel Graham. Ethos and Super Lemon Haze. The smell is filling the room. It's the one thing I don't care for. Like, I don't mind the smell, but I hate how it fills the room. Home of the Trailer Park Boys and Tampa Terry. Nova Scotia. Okay. I'll tell you right now, Rusty Graham, I can give two shits about Tampa Terry, but hey, you like him, cool, whatever. Wild Saffron, Red Scuba. Nice, I love Lemon Haze, good for you. Tip in Doobies, gotta love the Canucks, says Wild Saffron. My grower friend does a great job with his genetics, so many OG sour haze crosses, love them. I would love to have a setup to grow regularly. Someone got me a very, very small, like, one-plant grow tent, and I never got the thing set up. And now I'm looking at moving. It's like, why would I bother setting it up? I'm not going to keep it here. I'm not going to come back here every once in a while and grow some weed. I'm certainly not going to do that. Once I move out of here, my daughter's already earmarked this entire downstairs area to become her new apartment. So guess what? Every ounce of and every piece of and floors, walls, ceiling, cleaning to the fucking bejesus belt so she never knows what happens when she's not around. That is a name I haven't heard in a long time. Huge loss. Oh, huge loser. That is in the Rumble chat. You know, different strokes, different folks, man. Happens to all of us. Close that out. Thank you for the Stoner Road story. Yeah, again, like the only example I have, I think, let's see if we can do this. Arnold Schwarzenegger filling in pothole. So people were hitting this pothole, hitting this area, and so Arnold Schwarzenegger and his friends come out and they just level it out and they just fill it in. Just a good guy helping his community.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You have to do it yourself. I mean, this is crazy. For 3 weeks I've been waiting for this hole.
For 3 weeks I've been waiting for this hole to be filled. He's explained he's been waiting for 3 weeks. And if you don't know, spoiler alert to the end of the story, this hole was here because city workers were doing maintenance on a pipe underneath here. So he really kind of fucked him up.
Be closed.
Thank you. Bye.
At least you don't feel like you have to pay him after Arnold Schwarzenegger is there filling the pothole because you know he's got money. Like, what are you going to tip him? Mr. Q, that's how it's done. Yeah, that's how it's done. But the funny part is they were actually working on that road, and they were just like most city work. They were taking their sweet fuck all time. Or the city lied. That looks like a different hole now. But yes, so they dear Lord. So yes, they filled that hole, but it was again, the city was working on it. So they kind of made a problem. Kind of screwed up, but it was funny. And it was a guy doing a nice thing for his neighborhood. But dick move. He terminated that pothole. I don't know, man. He definitely filled it, but like I said, you don't feel responsible for like tipping Arnold Schwarzenegger when he fills in a pothole. Weird. We have that. I have a couple rip reads. We have a half hour left. Abel Graham gifting another subscription. Oh my God, thank you so much. All that goes forward towards helping our show's goals. That'll be knocking it down for tomorrow's show. We'll let you know where we're at. We're at $60 on April 1st right now, so anything we get goes towards that. Everything that happened on Twitch, YouTube, we store up on the prep sheet, and every time we hit $5, we take it off the goal. We do that for anyone that asks, why do we do that? One, it makes math way easier. Two, the reason we do that is YouTube does not pay out unless you hit $100. So like this month, we didn't hit $100 on YouTube. So guess who didn't get a YouTube payment this month? Not like it's a big deal. We're hitting it in other areas, so it's not like, oh my God, we're not going to. But yeah, so that's why we do it that way if anyone cares. Gifted subscription going to Red Scooper. Thank you, Abel Graham. Going to Red Scooper. Moo. Right. Matthew Q. Digger, how do you rate that shovel work? I gotta say 5 out of 10. I don't know why we need her to rate the shovel work. Just because shovels are illegal in Canada doesn't mean she knows how to use them better than other people. Remember when I said I'd fill you last? I lied, and pushes in the pavement. Oh, boy. He's asking the pothole, who is your city worker and what does he do? It's the best I had. It's the best I could come up with. Sorry. All right, so we've got Rip and Read about a baby. Don't know if we want to grab that. Let's check out. People are on spring break. We'll check how that's going. We have a German prankster who was arrested and declared that they were a woman as a prank. They've now been assigned to a female jail, and he now wants to be called Anne Frank. So we're gonna get through this story in a minute here and find out who's going on with that. Pediatrician story, and deer goes viral for surrendering to Japanese police. So there's an animal video. I was trying to find one. Oh, that's not even a video? Shit. Oh, there's a video on it. All right, good. Digger saying, Abel Graham, thank you so much, you rock. Yes, thank you, Abel Graham. Here's another $5 because I want to give it to you instead of Aaron. Dude, I'll take that all day. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. All righty, so we have a half hour left in the program. Where is this first one? So people are on spring break, and we've covered Daytona Beach being utter chaos and everything else. Well, apparently Fox News went to interview spring breakers because when it comes to world affairs, you really want to know what people on spring break think. And I love that the ladies on spring break are so scantily clad that we apparently are blurring parts out. Mr. Q. Now I want to watch the movie Commando. God, Commando was a long time ago. You know what one I always think of when people say Commando? I think of True Lies, which is not Commando. But I feel like True Lies was the sequel to Commando. Like the guy in Commando became the guy in True Lies. You know what I mean? Like his daughter grew up, and and it's a famous actress that played the daughter, isn't it? Sweaty nipples can't be shown on YouTube, says Mr. Q. Dude, it's not even sweaty nipples. It's just literally ladies in undergarments that are apparently, again, beachwear has gotten so risque, you're wearing next to nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if these were a little too whatever. I'm glad it's censored. The last thing I need to do is have another stream I have to rip off of 2 things before. Johnny's getting a mini golden shower. I mean, if we had, well, it's not a mini golden shower because, well, they're yellow. So yeah, no, like if we get another one and it would be a golden shower. But that first one's about to fall off, so, but I do appreciate it. And I don't have the golden shower thing. And I certainly don't want to do that. He always comes up with the gayest dances. I don't want to do that. Honkers look infected. It's probably the underboob. Probably, but either way, let's find out what these, again, poet laureates know about the ongoings of the world.
You heard that Donald Trump has been doing recently? Gulf of America. That's the last thing I kept up with.
We're going to war with Iraq. That's been crazy.
What do you do in Colombia? You got Maduro out?
Oh, with Trump, but
that done.
He's like trying to sue those people for making jokes about him.
Shit.
The future leaders of the world. Scruffy, why are they blurring out titties? Because apparently the ladies were so scantily clad they felt it wasn't worth exposing. I don't mind because I'm doing a show. If it was for me, like I'd be like, yeah, who gives a shit? But it's I don't mind. I'm doing a show, so Scruffy, their vote counts as much as ours. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it shouldn't. I'm saying my vote shouldn't count as much as some people who do more research, who know more, who are more informed. I'm not opposed to a certain level of like a test being required to prove you have the knowledge and the wherewithal to vote. But the thing is, for a long time, we've been aiming to dumb down our electorate, not teach it. Aaron played it today uncensored, no problem. Yeah, he probably looked for the clip where it wasn't uncensored. I'm sorry you're so desperate to see tits, Saint Caesar. Jesus, man. I know them. They have the audacity to say we're uneducated. Then you shouldn't be voting. Like, that's another thing. Like, I didn't get around to voting, and I was like, I didn't know enough about the people in my local area to pick those, and I didn't think my vote mattered on the big Trump whatever ticket. People are like, oh, you need to vote, blah, 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 blah. So I should just blindly pick people? Seems like it shouldn't be a thing at all. Not desperate at all, sir. Well, you're the one with Aaron did it. Well, who cares? Who cares?
600 times! You must be happy.
I'm very happy.
Yeah, whoever's sharing this is blurring out all the titties. They have a very whatever thing. So I guess I didn't get it from this. I didn't get the news source from the exact same thing he did. It's the same video, but now this one I can't see boobs. Scruffy gay. Yeah. Not here to show you tits.
Dead.
I'm so what? Who? What? What is that?
Who the is Ayatollah?
I have never heard that word in my life.
Lewis, what's Ayatollah?
I haven't heard.
You know what? I bet though we did kick out anybody that answered well. Wow, remind me to stay out here in the country where y'all aren't so damn dumb. Again, I feel like we might have cherry-picked those answers to gather the dumb ones. Lewis, who the fuck is Lewis? Well, they were saying the Ayatollah Khomeini was dead, and they didn't know who that was the problem. They didn't know who that was. It was kind of the big issue there. It was a little bit of a thing. St. Aaron's sigh. Venezuela, isn't that in Spain? My favorite line. I barely know what be going on in like Tennessee where I'm from. Oh dear, now I got to go back to it and.
What have you heard?
Yeah, dude, this is just again so yeah, I can't really change.
You were in charge. How would you take on Iran?
Yeah, all my girls and we would all start putting belts on them.
We get a bunch of
Lab Glass, who in their early 20s gave a shit about the news? Thank you for the $5, Labby. That is fair. That is fair. That is a very fair point. Who in their early 20s gave a shit about the news? I would like to hope I gave more of a shit about the news than necessarily